football talk show that holds back nothing on opinions.
Straight shooting LJA.
Hi, I'm John Sitton.
Grassroots coach Manisha Taylor.
Hello, I'm Rob Perez.
The G-Man.
Samira Sawney of Motivate Sports and Fitness.
Christian Carambeu.
Matt Hodgson, Director of the 4-Year Plan.
We the people, for the people. Jazzy Fizzle.
Your Monday night footballing fix.
Make sure you join the revolution.
The pitch is where we eat.
The pitch is where we sleep.
And the pitch is where we talk. Each and every Monday night of your lives.
At youtube.com/pitchtalk.
For podcast links and information, check out our official website www.pitch-talk.com.
Hello, I'm Rob Perez.
Grassroots coach Manisha Taylor.
Christian Carambeu.
Matt Hodgson, Director of the 4-Year Plan.
Dave McLaughlin.
I'm Rob Lusher.
Andy Copeland from the Glennet Southern Amateur League.
Philip Wick, I'm CEO of 14.
Former Chairman of Ibis FC.
Chairman of Alexandra Park FC.
And you're listening
And you're listening to Pitch Talk, the only place to get your Monday night footballing fix.
Because the pitch is where we eat.
The pitch is where we sleep.
And the pitch is where we talk. Make sure you join the revolution, the football revolution.
Hi, I'm John Sitton here with Gavin, Liam and Gerald on Pitch Talk.
The football talk show that holds back nothing on opinions.
Hello, I'm Rob Perez. Christian Carambeu.
Grassroots coach Manisha Taylor.
Matt Hodgson, Director of the 4-Year Plan.
Samira Sawney, co-founder and co-director of Motivate Sports and Fitness.
And you're listening to Pitch Talk.
The only place to get your Monday night footballing fix.
The pitch is where we eat.
The pitch is where we sleep.
And the pitch is where we talk.
You'll never know. You won't see it coming. But I promise you'll know. Cause it's Pitch Talk. Yeah! What is up, everyone? Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, straight shooting LJA, the G-Man, and of course, Jazzy Fizzle, bring to you the post-World Cup big show special with your Monday night footballing fix. This is the football talk show that pulls no punches and holds back nothing on opinions. Why? Because the pitch is where we eat.
The pitch is where we sleep.
And the G-Man will be here in a minute to say the pitch is where we talk. Or we might do it again when he gets back. But we are ready because it's Pitch Talk and it's Monday night. I'm LJA. Available for birthdays, parties, and bar mitzvahs.
Especially the bar mitzvah.
Bar misfit. That's a Curb Your Enthusiasm moment right there.
I'm sorry.
Bar misfit. Bar misfit. Fun. Fit. Fun. I love Curb Your Enthusiasm. That program is tremendous. Leon, we get the man his toast. I love this bit of this team. Okay, we got to bring it back. Jazzy Fizzle is getting some great lookalikes, and we've got Steve Buscemi and Mesut Ozil. That is genius. That is, and Chuck Norris and Andrea Pirlo. That's quality. I like that. I actually like that. I like that. And this one is pretty good as well. Bruno Mars and Dos Santos. Oh no. What about Miguel? Bang! Start leg dropping women again.
And that's another good one. That is another good one. Your namesake, Liam.
Who's Liam Hemsworth?
I think he's like...
Who's Sherman Oh no, I know Sherman Hemsley, but...
I think he's like Chris Hemsworth's brother. But yeah.
Who's Chris Hemsworth?
What?
I don't know who these guys are.
I'm pretty sure that's the dude that plays Thor.
I didn't watch Thor. Is that Andy Carroll? No, it's Graham Zusi. Okay.
But yeah, no, that I think Andy Carroll was great.
That's why I was looking. Is that Andy Carroll?
The two of them.
He looks like a dude on the right looks like a slightly smaller version of the Great Carlin.
stop it. But no, this is a great one.
I said, what, Kevin Bacon
And Aaron Johansson.
That's
Yeah,
pretty good.
that is pretty good.
But we are kind of diverting into lookalike.
Just a little-
Oh, Tim Howard and Common. Brilliant. That's brilliant.
That's only.
Rapper Common and Tim Howard. That's good.
Don't forget Common's also an actor. But anyway, no, the thing is-
I know him as a rapper.
It's
I know him
mostly-
as a rapper.
mostly
Common
because-
sense.
Mostly because it's
What,
it's
the
a
shiny
beard.
bald head and the beard.
That's it.
It's like Pierluigi Collina and Robert England,
Oh.
aka Freddy Krueger. Bald head. Anyway,
I do like this one. I'm not gonna.
David Blaine and Clint Dempsey. That's pretty good, actually. That must have been him Blaine a long time after he came out of the box.
Oh yeah.
I'm gonna put myself in a box and not eat.
He had some double cheeseburgers.
I'm triple cheese, lettuce, tomatoes. Yeah, you let's. Oh, that's cruel. Russ Vernon and Hitler. That's liberties. And then that's a liberty.
No.
Jesse Fizzle and Edgar Davies and Jesse Fizzle and Trevor Sinclair. Old school. We going old school. So what was it like to score that bicycle kick against Barnsley in the court?
It was awesome.
But no, come on. But anyway, we are diverting. Facebook.com/Pitch Talk. Become a fan, become a friend, become a member of the group. Join the footballing revolution we are working so hard to create. MySpace.com/Pitch Talk. pitchtalk.blogspot.co.uk. And I do not look like Leroy Rosinha. He's got a square head. Makes no sense. But anyway, pitchtalk.blogspot.com or .co.uk will get you, the people, to the latest Pitch Talk blogs. Including blogs by yours truly, Straight Shooting LJA, the G-Man, Jezzy Fizzle, among others, such as Dave Meir, aka @Mearcy on Twitter, Big T, aka Thomas Hewitt, who we always throw them teas up for, and many, many more. YouTube.com/Pitch Talk for all our videos, including Pitch Talk at Cup Finals, the Pitch Talk Meet series, and the Pitch Talk on the Road series as well as our push points and rants of the week taken from the shows. Also, Pitch Talk Live on Google Plus. Join our circles. Come find us, baby. Cause I'm back, baby. We're back, baby. But you know what? Also would like to say www.pitch-talk.com is our official website as well. Also 07535804466 is the mobile number. Call us, text us, and let us know your views. For some reason, I'm getting -5 stars in the chat from Mike Kahneman, and I don't even know why, because there ain't no Barcha Mania. Super Dragon! I love that. But also, Pitch Talk 1, add us on Skype. We're live on Skype, and we got some Skypers in the house. We're going to say hello in a minute. Also, big time shout outs to Samir Sawney of Motivate Sports and Fitness. Big shout out to Ian Kerr and Finn White Line Magazine. Big shout out to Girls on the Ball, Sophie and Rachel, and Pitch Talk's favorite rabbit, and that is Scotty the Rabbit. So all good. Also, the Arsenal ladies looking very good after the weekend's exploits.
Yes, they is.
And so is Miss Scott in the new kit. But all good. I don't know why I'm doing Dusty Rose voice. We get seasoned, baby, if you will. But, you know, it is one of them was big time shout outs to a few people. Eamon Salim, hey, and Johnny Sykes, former Pitch Talk regulars. Also Simon Barber as well. I wonder if Supersonic Radio is actually still going. But it's one of them ones. Big shouts. Also a big shout out to HFM Hemel as well. Big shouts. Obviously you got Jamie Bailey, Mike Kahneman, and Zoe Jones doing shows there as well. A couple of others. I think Russ Vernon does shows.
I was going to say, isn't Russ Vernon moonlighting over there as well?
Yes, he is, baby. Yes, he is. And Russ is getting seasoned in the radio, baby. Getting seasoned, baby. I feel like doing New Jack doing Dusty Rhodes in that kind of thing. I need
Pause.
Alright, pause again. But I was gonna say actually, there's Jim Cornette, Wrestle Talk TV have to get a big shout out because is one of them was Jim Cornette's tour in the UK is hilarious. There are some brilliant stories in there. It is actually brilliant. But you know, it is one of them ones where it is time. Jazzy, how was your weekend, baby? How's your weekend? Did you get seasoned with that banter and partying for the end of the World Cup? Did you season all around? Not crop dusting.
Not what?
Crop dusting. It's a new phrase. It's a new phrase that I picked up from Cornet. Crop dusting.
Would you care to elaborate?
It's to do what? Well, beans are a musical fruit. The more you eat, the more you toot. I don't know why that just popped into mind, but in terms of crop dusting, it's kind of like if I'm walking down the road and let's say I'm walking as the G-Man comes back in from
Crop dusting.
in theory, yeah. But crop dusting is one of them ones, from what I understand of it. Where say you're walking down the road and you've got like a mother and daughter behind you, and like you accidentally let one rip, and like crop dusting is basically whoosh. Yeah. Anyway, crop dusting. An analogy straight from Jim Cornette.
Yeah, no, no.
Let's pause and dance for a minute.
No, there was no crop dusting. No. But the weekend was good.
Jim Cornette loves Nando's, by the way.
Is he like Adnan Januzaj in disguise or something? I don't know.
Well, he probably spent a lot more.
But what was I going to say? Yeah, no, the weekend was good.
Woo!
Both happy and sad that the World Cup is over. But looking forward to the 14-15 season.
Yeah, definitely.
Deserved. What about you? The G-Man's getting set up, so we can come to him. Straight shooting one. How was your?
He's just seasoning the typing, baby.
Either that or he's crop dusting typing. One of the two. Anyway. Straight shooting one.
Tonight.
How was your weekend?
Apart from crop dusting the Sainsbury's shop. No, I'm kidding. No.
No, you ain't. No, you ain't.
Well, sometimes when you bend down, it's like involuntary reaction. No, I'm kidding. But yeah. So
Thank you very much, people. Good night.
Seasoning the air with toxic smells. Anyway. No, my week has been pretty good, man. Week has been absolutely mad busy. The weekend was crazy as well in terms of timing. Big shout out to my great grandma, actually, who had a birthday over the weekend.
Gram. We love you, Gram.
I love it. Okay, you gotta love it. But yeah, it's one of them ones. Man. Yeah, it was good. Managed to catch a little bit of the World Cup final on the day, but I've since watched all of it back. So when we're talking about the World Cup final, I'm not in a position where I haven't seen it and I'm just talking crap. So no smack talking, baby. No smack talking. You look at me like that, fool. He's like, huh? What? It's almost like that old DX title drum.
You know, I'm just lost. I just still got the image of crop dusting.
Again, when have I smoked crack? Wait, I'm not going into that.
Cocaine is a hell of a drug.
Are you saying this is the granny special?
I told her, my baby.
Is this show the granny special?
No.
The Wayne Rooney granny special?
No. I told her, my baby. is what Wayne Rooney should have said. Anyway. Well, G-Man, how was your week and weekend?
My weekend was probably as good as what Jesse had just defined a minute ago and what you just said a minute ago as well. No, weekend was good. Sad. Huh?
Sans crop dust.
I can't remember doing much crop dusting myself.
Just because you don't remember it don't mean it didn't happen. That's all I'm saying.
Oh!
I put it out there, people.
You know what? There's some memories. It's like you don't want to remember happened, but that's a different issue.
Oh my goodness.
Bro, that's a different issue. But yeah.
But no. On a serious note, just touching on what Jay said, it's
serious.
It was a good
After
weekend.
what I just said, you're talking about touching, and you're supposed to get serious.
But it was a sad weekend to see the World Cup going, and it's 33 days until football restarts in the EPL. So that seems a long way away. But all in all, weekend was great, man. Just getting out again, once again, watching the football, juicing up with the mates, playing some football.
I thought you were going somewhere else, eh?
Like what?
I don't know. You tell me.
I don't know.
I love that. There's still more life in her than the England team. Stick her up front instead of Rooney in terms of the granny thing that you mentioned.
Yeah. Hang on a minute. We was talking about your Gram.
All I can say. Oh no, we will.
I was saying birthday.
No, he moved on to the Rooney thing.
Oh, fair enough.
Hey, you don't offend the matriarch of my family.
No, just
Mother.
no, because we were saying, happy birthday, Gram, like this. We'd be like, happy birthday, Gram. Happy birthday, Gram. Happy birthday, dear Gram. Happy birthday, Gram.
KCI and JoJo in the house. No, okay. Pictures of Riley. But I was gonna say it's one of them ones. You don't want to be crop dusting old women. So like, why?
just why? Right? Or
It's crop dusting.
or if I have to take it all the way back. Okay.
Thank you, Jim. Because I love Cornet, man. Cornet's hilarious.
I feel like I'm gonna have to take it all the way back and just be like, why?
Oh my god. Bring it back. Sing it back. Bring it back to 90s.
You know what would be funny though? Jim Cornette and Ian Holloway in the same room.
You know what?
That would be classic.
No, do you know what would be? What's it? Gordon Ramsay and Jim Cornette.
Oh, stop it.
When it comes to
I'm keeping it football
because
related.
Ramsay, well, that is loosely football related. He supports Glasgow Rangers. There we go.
He supports, but
Yeah. Thought that one's gonna get past me, didn't you? I thought that one gonna get past me. Anyway, it's one of them ones. But no, I was gonna say with I think Cornette is like, I like Kitchen Nightmares on his Breaking Kayfabe. Big shout out to Kayfabe Commentaries. All I can say is, if you're a fan of Kayfabe Commentaries shoots, keep an eye out for the next one because there's the potential that someone familiar will be popping up. Potential, I say. So no promises. But as I said, in terms of the England team, there's probably more life. There's probably more life in Mae Young than there is in the England football team.
Oh my god.
And for those who don't know, rest in peace, Mae Young. It's one of them. But yeah, I was watching that Raw from 2000, where like Miss Royal Rumble 2000. Everybody wants to see my puppies. It's like no, no. Oh, and that got broadcast on Channel 4 as well, so a lot more people saw it than usual. Anyway, let's move on. Ross Vernon, how's your week and weekend been?
Yes, my week and weekend has been good. I've had a fantastic week. Leeds United got back to starting off with their pre-season on Thursday, which I must say was a comprehensive victory against local amateur Italian side FC Grenda. It was Leeds was in front early on through Noah and Arik in the game. So that's 3 goals for Noah Hunt, 2 goals for Steve Morrison, who was out on loan at Motherwell last season. Also, Dominic Apollyon grabbed 2 as well in that game against FC Grenda. We also had Dominic Apollyon grabbing 2. We had quite a few players netting them scores, including David Norris. Big, tall striker, 6'6" he is, Matt Smith. He also scored in the game.
I was gonna say for 6'6" he better be scoring in at least a header or 2 at least.
And Liam, guess how many goals he actually scored, Matt Smith?
How many?
6.
Oh, okay. But it was
because Nolan opened the scoring on 18 minutes. He then doubled the lead on 19, and he scored a penalty on 28. Morrison put Leeds further in front on 29. Youngster Lewis Walters scored on 40 minutes. Morrison grabbed the second on 41. And Dave Norris made it 7-0 to Leeds on the stroke of half time. In the second half, Matt Smith increased the lead to 54 minutes, 55 minutes, and 58 minutes. And then Luke May scored on 67. Then Smith got a fourth on 74 minutes before Polion grabbed a goal on 79 and then another one on 82. And then Matt Smith completed a double hat-trick on 83 minutes and 85 minutes in a game which Leeds won 16-0. Whereas Lens supposed to have another game yesterday against some Romanians, FC Grenda, but FC Virtual Constanta, but they didn't show up because it would have been a 1,000-mile round trip for them to get back to Leeds to the training. Leeds United fielded 2-11 against Nusan in Silvestri and behind Whites, with Nusan and Stuart Taylor playing for the goals. In that game, the goal team won by 3-1, thanks to goals from Steve Morrison, Rudolph Austin penalty and Nolan after Matt Smith opened the scoring for the Whites.
There is actually quite a funny thing actually. What's it? I was on Facebook something about a guy called Hogan not being linked to, dismissing the link to Leeds, and it was kind of like, and I was like, oh damn, we might have seen Austin and Hogan on the same pitch. A lot of people won't get that OWR, but it's one of them was that it tickled me. If I was to ever see the name Austin and Hogan on the same team sheet, I think I might mark out for that.
Yes, and on the 12th of July, Leeds United statement out on the club's website saying the club would like to confirm there has been no approach being made for Rochdale's Scott Hogan. Recently, the media reported a bid from United being rejected by the League One club, but there is no truth in these rumours. The club will make no further comment on this matter, so that's what Liam's been mentioned about Hogan, so that's his latest information there on Leeds United. Hope your week and weekends have been good as well, guys. That's Liam, G-Man and Jezzy.
Thanks, Ross.
It's all good, man. No, it's all good, man.
Thank you much, Liam.
We've also got Tom Wood in the house as well. Tom, how's your week and weekend been?
Yeah, the week was alright. The weekend was even better. I met 2 celebrities over the weekend at the Southend friendly.
Wait,
Southend won 5-0.
Wait, who did you meet?
Jay out of EastEnders, and I met John Terry's brother Paul.
I saw your picture. I saw your pictures on Facebook.
Yeah, I've got over 100 likes on the one of me and Jay out of EastEnders though.
I don't watch EastEnders, so but I know you guys dabble in it, or I know G-Man dabbles in it.
That's much more accurate.
By the way, actually, big shout out to a friend of the show, Spoonface, who has made a number of appearances in EastEnders. So it's one of them ones. Big shout out, Spoon. It's up, and happy birthday for over the weekend as well.
Happy birthday, Spoonface. Happy birthday, Spoonface. Happy birthday, dear Spoonface. You're still a Spoonface. That's his name.
We've actually got what's up with that moment relating to something that Spoonface actually featured in. More on that later.
Oh.
The G-Man might not like it, but more than that later.
I think I know what that is. And I saw it and I was like, ain't that Spoonface?
If we can make it there, here, and with Hemel, Mike Horniman, what's up? There was no link there, but still.
Yeah, seriously, where were you going with that? That was, what? What's happening?
There was no link there, so carry on.
Oh, none.
How's your week and weekend been?
Yeah, good. I've been quite busy with Storm and also HFM as well. I was doing 3 shows last week. I was on Wednesday, Thursday and Friday. Straight 3 all the way through. Done 5 till 8 on Wednesday, 6 till 8 on Thursday, and then had to cover for Jamie on Friday.
Where did JBK go? Did he just go AWOL?
I think so, yeah, I don't know. So I was covering his show Friday as well, and I'm back on there Wednesday. And, well, basically the story of that was I was actually on Storm at the time, and then I kind of jumped off to go on to HFM to cover Jamie last minute.
All good, man, all good. You know what, yeah?
And there's actually been a couple of friendlies with Steam News involved as well. There was one at Olsey last Wednesday, which we won 3-0. And one on Saturday, which we drew 2-2 with West Ham. They had quite a strong team come down. And especially, we were 2-0 up. Goals from Tom Pat, after Adrian really messed up a backwards header from Aaron Creswell. Basically spilt it straight to our player who tapped it into an open goal. And then Trylist 15, otherwise now known as Connor Calcutt, made it 2-0. And Stuart Downing and Matt Jarvis scored respectively in the last couple of minutes to rescue West Ham a draw in that one. And it was really rescuing a draw as well, because we deserved probably a win.
I hear that, man.
Thanks for those updates,
Nice
man.
one on that, yeah, man, definitely. Nice one. That EastEnders reactions. I'm sorry, that EastEnders reactions Twitter page. Jesse, give the shout out, please. 'Cause that's too funny. I was like, even I find that funny. Like, I'm surprised Phil Mitchell and Ian Beale ain't dead. Like, they were in it when I used to watch, and the last time I watched EastEnders on a regular basis. The last time I watched EastEnders on a regular basis was probably about the year 2000. So, Jesse, please give the shout out, because that's funny.
No. But to have a rough idea of what we're like, go on Twitter, make sure you follow at EastEnders React. Quality.
I love it. Oh, man. But, yeah, it's one of those. It's party time. It's party time, baby. Party time. Yeah, I love it. I love it. Yeah, those two memes were fantastic with Brazil. I gotta say, the one with Pele and Ghana was cruel. That is so cruel. That is absolutely cruel. But you know what? You know what, that meme meme you just put up of Christ the Redeemer with his face in his hand, and what's it, Pele, Brazilian? Nah, mate, I'm from Ghana. This one of them was that.
Come on, you have to do it proper. It says, "No, my brother, I'm from Ghana."
My brother. You know what? On that subject, hold on to that subject, because you know what the first result's going to be on the first segment of the show, which is results and analysis. Good evening. You can't see the G-Man, but he's there. He is there. Gerald hasn't got an extra hand. At least I hope not. Yeah. Okay. So, we start with Christ the Redeemer with his head in his hands, doing the Jesus face part. But that's good. These memes / memes are just, some of these are just. You know what? All I can say is this game produced one of the best memes of the World Cup, or actually one of the best Twitter posts. We're not sure it was photoshopped, but we saw the Twitter post. We actually saw a Twitter post from Rihanna that said, "That's still a big man." But a Twitter post from Rihanna that said, "Germany are beating Brazil worse than Chris beat me." No, someone put that on Twitter. I think it was Photoshop, but that is cruel. That is liberties. The Spanish flag on the Titanic. That's brilliant. Look at it, Jesse, what's this one? Look what he's doing, man. Look at him. No, he's not. No.
Wait. Look at the source. The source, Liam Angel shared.
Yeah, I had to share because
You're trying to bring me
because
out
no. I shared on the Pitch Talk Facebook wall. What time?
Cover up time.
Cover up. I'm just worried about the action that you did to say cover up. But anyway, it's one. You're the Percy. But anyway, the fact of the matter is, The World Cup is over. It's such a shame. And that moment of realization was brought home to my mother straight away. My mother straight away. Bruno Martins, indeed. That was fantastic. But you know what? Yeah, Brazil won. This is from Tuesday, 8th of July, 2014. Brazil won. Germany 7. 7. Brazil won. Germany 7. Let that sink in a bit. Let that sink in. Brazil 1, Germany 7. Let that just sink in. Just for a second. Let that sink in. Now, Thomas Müller opened the scoring on 11 minutes. Miroslav Klose scored on 23 minutes. That's deep. Toni Kroos scored on 24 and 26 minutes. And Sami Khedira scored on 29 minutes. So Brazil, inside half an hour, were 5-0 down. Count them. 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5-0 down. But the pain didn't stop there. Because Andre Schürrle scored on 69 minutes and 79 minutes. Have you seen the video version of that? Brilliant. Brilliant. Have a look on my Facebook page. Brilliant. So it was like, Hadouken! But it is one of them ones. Oscar scored on 90 minutes. A goal that you can't even call consolation. One of the, probably the most pointless goal in this World Cup was scored in that match by Oscar. Fair, guys? Fair to say?
Well, I mean, the game was wow. For me, right? It was over after the first goal.
I thought it was over at 2-0. 2-0, game done. Kill it, done it, bun it. It's gone.
Like literally, it was, you know, the fork stuck in, the sauce rubbed on it. It was all over. It literally was after that second goal. Like for me, even after the first, the stuffing went out of the team. There was a whole, well, the heart was missing from the performance, to be honest. And yeah, I mean, I'm speechless, literally speechless. What it was a capitulation similar to Arsenal over the years.
Well, it's one of them ones. I mean, Brazil were doing an Arsenal against Liverpool. More on that later. But it's one of them ones. Mate, you lot were 4-0. At least you lot were only 4-0 down inside 20 minutes.
But no.
Brazil were 5-0 down inside half an hour in a World Cup quarter final. That is, do you understand how mad that is? That is crazy. That is absolutely crazy. You know what? Cue the epic music.
No, it was pretty crazy.
Gorgeous.
And the other thing to point out about this as well, like, it was the way that Germany was scoring goals, right? It reminded me of classic Pro Evo. Or
Pro Evo, I was thinking more FIFA 99 on the fastest setting on amateur level. We all just pepper inside.
Was that what you played it on?
From time to time.
Every time.
Carry on with your point.
But anyway, no, like literally, they were goals that you would normally score. You'd normally score those kinds of goals in video games.
Yeah, true.
Like literally, the way that they were playing, it was like, we're not even taking the mic out of you, we're taking everything. Like literally.
Hide your kids, hide your wives, Germany, everybody.
Tell me you've seen the video, the Sky Styles type video that they've done where it's like Germany versus no one. They've done the goals, but they've cropped out all the Brazilian players.
Oh,
what talking about.
Wait. What, like they did with Arsenal and Man United in the Champions League? Then?
What they did with Arsenal and Man United in the Champions League that year, way back here. So I'm talking about.
No, I was legitimately asking. I wasn't even ribbing.
I know.
I wasn't even ribbing. Look at that.
He was ribbing people.
No.
What you were saying, Jesse?
But yeah, no. Overall, like it was, for me, it was overkill, right? Even at 3-0, I'm like, all right, you can ease up, yeah. Like you can go easy now. Then it was 4, and I was like, ooh. Then it was 5, and I was like, nah, come on, like be real, like.
Yeah, I was the same. When it went to 5, it's like, no.
It was just like, look, you can just
this
keep.
Is liberties. When
You
it
can
went
just
to
keep
6,
the ball now.
When it went to 6 or 7, it's like, no, this isn't funny anymore. This is liberties.
Literally.
Mate, man, them are getting battered and fried like chip shop cod, and then getting taken out and getting battered again. It's well, you can't even articulate how bad Brazil were. I mean, it's one of them ones. David Luiz, terrible. Fred, terrible. Hulk, terrible. Maicon, terrible. Julio Cesar was probably the only one not at fault for any of the goals. What the hell can you do when the 10 men in front of you may as well be lying down? You know your old saying about like Walcott at times where man's better off left outside the stadium? Yeah. Mate, Brazil may as well have just stayed home. Bugger outside of the stadium, they may as well have just not come out of their hotel. Because it's one of them ones that Brazil, what was it? Something like things more useful than Brazil. I've seen it as a meme. Things more useful than Brazil, from what I can think of. Katie Price's career. Sorry.
Wow.
Is one of them was things more useful than Brazil against Germany. A chocolate teapot, an inflatable dartboard. Things about as useful. A 1-inch steel. No, I'm kidding. But anyway, it's one of them was things. Family show, eh? No. Things as useful as Brazil. It was just like, mate. It was just It was just utterly. They were terrible. They were terrible, and you could see Thiago Silva. You could see that they missed him more than anyone. Yeah. They could have had 10 Neymars on the pitch. It wouldn't have made a difference. Brazil's defense was all over the place. And the fact of the matter is, Brazil, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, Brazil deserved a rating of
5 stars. -5 stars. -5 stars. -5 stars. -5 stars. -5 stars.
And that could go on for about 10 more minutes, and it still wouldn't come close to how bad Brazil were and how much of a poor rating they deserve, because their fans. Big shout out to my Sainsbury's colleagues at Kingsmoor and Hammersmith, because me and the G-Man actually bumped into, because we were watching it in Hot Poles in Hammersmith, and boy, when them goals were going in, we were like,
I don't know what the hell's going on here. Wait a minute, but I don't like it. I don't like it at all. But I don't like it. I don't like it at all.
Brazil, 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 what down? Brazil, what down? Brazil, what? God, no. Brazil, cut. Brazil, cut. Brazil, cut. It was one of them ones. After half an hour, that's what it was. Wow. After half an hour, that's what it was.
Wow.
Thank you very much. Good night. See you later.
Wow. Wow. But you know what?
Views on Brazil.
To counterbalance all of that, right?
No, they got beaten 7-1. There's no counterbalancing anything.
No, there is.
Even the third place playoff, which we'll come on to, they lost.
No.
Didn't score.
No, there is a counterbalance to this, right? If we look at the likes of, say, in Italy, more pertinently Spain, or to go all the way home, England, because you've got the 3 lions on your chest, right? Were they in the semi-final?
No.
And that's my point. This team that's
but
so
to
bad.
Get battered in the semi-final like that on home soil, you may as well have just not turned up.
But remember, you still have to get there. This is my point.
You still have. Yeah, it's all good getting there, but getting embarrassed like that on home soil is not on.
No, it's not on. But
we've got something about Felipe Scolari, and Felipe Scolari has actually
resigned.
Well, depends on what media outlets you read. Some media outlets are saying he was sacked. Some are saying he's resigned. We're gonna lean on the side that he was resigned.
Yeah.
That he has resigned. Yeah. So Felipe Scolari is no longer manager of Brazil. Let's put that out there right now. And you know what? The fact of the matter is, Luis Felipe Scolari, very respected manager. Neymar wasn't that respectful, but we'll get on to that. What's up with that?
That was his agent, according to a lot of people. So
yeah, we'll
again,
try
that depends on news outlets.
Exactly. We'll get onto that later in the show, though. But it's one of them ones where the fact of the matter is, Felipe Scolari, how can you take 2 players out and the team collapses like that? That's not Scolari's fault. That's proof positive that this Brazil team, like I've said to a lot of people, that this Brazil team was not a vintage Brazil team.
No, it wasn't.
This is probably the poorest Brazil team that I have ever seen.
More
in
than
my
likely.
footballing lifetime, and I've been watching almost 20 years.
But here's my counterbalance to all of that, right?
Sure.
As poor as this team was, you know, in terms of names versus the Brazilian teams of the last 20 odd years or so, which is about the same amount of time I've been watching, right? This team still got all the way to the semi-final.
Yeah.
And I think that a lot of people, yes, they were battered, absolutely battered.
They rode their luck a touch in certain.
Tattered, right, by Germany in the semi-final, losing 7-1. But this team still got to the semi-final, right? Here's my thing: as bad as this team is, you know, if this team is
Questionable
really
against Colombia and basically only just narrowly scraped it against Chile as well.
yeah, but still, I'm talking. It's the end result that counts, and I'm saying if
And
this
the end
team
result was 7-1.
and if this team is really as bad as a lot of people like to make out, and you know, make jokes about this team, make fun about this team, how is it that this team has made it all the way to the semi-final? And as I say, by comparison, teams that were the hot favourites at the start of the tournament, like Uruguay, Spain, you know, how did they not get there? That's my question. Even England, right? I'm hearing a lot of England fans mocking Brazil. I'm like,
No, England have no place to mock Brazil.
And this is my thing. So, you know, in defense, and it's probably on behalf of all my Brazilian friends and my next ex-wife who's going to be Brazilian, like
My next ex-wife who's going to be Brazilian. Who are you going to marry? Shakira?
She's not Brazilian.
I know, but still, Brazilian, Colombian, not that far a stretch.
Anyway.
I'm kidding. I'll get accused of being xenophobic for that and get us thrown off YouTube. But anyway, no, it's one of them. But
Yeah, but no, the point I was making was,
by the way, sorry. If your next wife's going to be Brazilian, just make sure her name is not Miriam. That's all I'm saying. Because there was something about Miriam back in 2003. You know what I'm saying? If anyone remembers that program, yeah, you're good. You're good. Anyway.
no, the point I was making was
Ella Henderson, she looks like Phil Jones. Anyway, sorry, Jesse, go on. We had this a couple of weeks ago.
we
Looks
did.
like
We
Phil
did,
Jones.
we
That's
did.
the only reason I'm not. Go.
But no, the thing I was going I still can't get over the comparison, especially when he's guarded. But anyway, no. Going back to the whole thing about Brazil. If going all the way to if going all the way to the semi-final with a team that is arguably the worst over the last 20 years, past 20 years or so, right? If that is considered a failure, then by comparison, I say, what have Portugal done? What have England done? Those have to be much more colossal failures than what Brazil done, right? Even though they did get beat 7-1.
Oh yeah. By the way, we'll get into stuff for the tournament. Stuff for the tournament is coming up later on in the show. So we are going to be doing our stuff for the tournament. So get your picks ready. Team of the tournament, flop of the tournament, player of the tournament, goal of the tournament for the Brazil 2014 World Cup. Bye. How about?
You know what I've got to say on that match is, to be honest, I think it's all down to tactics. I think Philip Scolari got everything totally and absolutely wrong. I don't care if Neymar and Thiago Silva were out, big impact players, but he got everything wrong. He went into that match thinking that they were going to cruise it. It looked like with the style of play that they were playing. And you can't defend their defending, because at the end of the day there's holes all over the place.
Yeah, more holes than an Afghan. Right.
And as I mentioned to our work colleague Thomas the other day, like when you're playing a German team, this German team, with how efficient they are and with how robust the team is in all positions, it's like you can't go into the match thinking that you're just going to walk it, do a couple of little side flicks and tricks, and then score past what you would say is the best goalkeeper in the world.
Yeah, for me, Neuer's the best keeper in the world right now.
And also have Fred up front. Fred was absolutely atrocious this World Cup. He was atrocious in the Confederations Cup as well. So
Well, Hulk's overrated in my view.
yeah, he proved
I've
that.
thought that for a bit, but
And
hold the roost.
but everyone's putting the blame on to David Luiz again. I think he's partially to blame for some things, yeah, but there's other people that were key and contributors to the Brazil's downfall. Like Gustavo, his marking he was there to mark in that midfield, crush anything coming through that middle of the park. He was all over the place. He was nowhere to be seen at times. He was standing next to Dante for 2 or 3 of the goals. So I don't understand what he was doing when Müller and Schweinsteiger had the ball. Also,
man, he was like just sitting down taking a dump. It looked like. And then also, Jesus face palming.
You know what? I feel sorry for Caesar, who I think.
Yeah, Julio Cesar wasn't at fault for any of those goals.
He had a good tournament, but you know what? There were a lot of females on Twitter and Facebook saying the keeper's crap, the keeper's rubbish, and it's like I was thinking like, are you being serious?
Well, there's a lot of fair weather fans when the big.
I tell you what that reminded me of, and that reminds me of when David De Gea first joined Man United, and we were talking about the Community Shield, right? And everybody was saying, "Oh, David De Gea is crap. He's not a good goalkeeper." I'm like, have you seen the defending in front of him? Like,
look at the matches against West Brom as well at the Hawthorns a few weeks after, where it was like, oh, that's a bad mistake. So, in the interest of fairness, I had to bring that up. Another.
And also, just look at last season. No, enough said about that anyway. So.
Oh!
I'm just saying.
With the Premier League starting in just over a month's time, already the opening shot on PT Live.
23 days.
We're live. But the fact, for me, the fact of the matter.
Okay.
He knows he has to stay humble. It's
all right. It's all right. But no, the point I'm making is, unless the defenders in front of you do their job, i.e. they defend, then any goalkeeper's got to be exposed, no matter who he is.
But you look at David Luiz. I think it was on the first goal, and it's like, Richard, why you, mate? That's an easy clearance. What are you doing?
But then doesn't he make a similar error in the third place playoff game?
Yeah, he did. We'll get onto that. You know what? We'll get. Let's go on to that. Seeing as we're talking about Brazil, let's mosey on to Saturday, 12th of July, 2014, because Brazil 0, Holland 3. Van Persie scored a penalty on 3 minutes. Thiago Silva was back, but he was terrible. He really should have been sent off for pulling back Arjen Robben. Last man, legit goal scoring opportunity, and that girl was belting her heart out. Yeah, it's funny actually, just seeing that picture. It's one of them was the little Brazilian girl at the beginning during the national anthem singing. She was belting her little heart out. Props to her. She must have been heartbroken already. But it's one of them was Daley Blind scored on 16 minutes, and it was like David Luiz once again for me at fault on that Daley Blind goal. On that Daley Blind goal, it was a case of that. Yeah, that's why I got that things more useful. But it's one of them ones that like Daley Blind's goal. David Luiz is like, why are you jumping in front of Maicon? That's a simple header for Maicon to clear. What are you doing? About three or four occasions, this dude steps out. This dude stepped out of defense, trying to get involved in the midfield, and it's like, Roger, no, you're leaving gaping holes behind you.
Is that how big and gaping the holes are?
Yeah. You hear the whistling. It's like whistling through the graveyard. David Luiz, you are useless, Luiz. It's all I can say is you are useless, David Luiz. About as useless as the other side of the countdown clock. You are useless, David Luiz. It's one of them ones, but the fact of the matter is, my poor singing aside, David Luiz, I've said for 2 years, this dude is not a defender. Do you see why I would never be able to trust him at centre-back? Why is this dude trying to jump into midfield? And literally every tackle he tried to make when he jumped out into midfield in both games, he missed. You'd think even an eggplant would get it after a while. You'd think no, I can't say that on there. But you'd think someone, you would think a world-class moron would get it after about maybe 1, maybe 2 attempts and not winning any ball, any tackles. you'd think that something would click and the dude would get it. It's like Luis Suarez and the biting thing. You'd think that after being punished twice for it, he would do it again. But no, he goes and does it a third time. It's like David Luiz, same thing, but in terms of defending. Why are you stepping into midfield? You got two midfielders in front of you. Why are you doing that? Standing captain, more like standing moron. But anyway, it's one of them ones. Wijnaldum scored on 91 minutes just to compound the misery for Brazil, and the hosts got embarrassed. 10 goals conceded in 2 matches. And somehow Neymar was on the bench. Miraculous recovery. Ooh. Miraculous recovery, didn't get on the pitch. There's no real point. That play in that match was about, for Brazil, playing in that semi-final. For Brazil, playing in the semi-final and then playing in that third place playoff were pointless. They may as well have just, as I said, they may as well have just stayed at the team hotel and not bother coming out. There's just legitimately no point. The best thing to come out of Brazil getting trounced was the memes, or memes as I call it. That was the best thing to come out. Brilliant. It was absolutely brilliant. That was Brazil's best role. But Wednesday, 9th of July 2014, Holland 0, Argentina 0. Argentina won 4-2 on penalties. It was another case. I think Ron Vlaar actually missed the penalty, and there was a bit of controversy that certain people didn't want to take the first penalty, and it's like, why would you not want to take the first penalty? Just take it and get it out of the way. There's more pressure on the 5th and the 4th. There's more glory, but there's a hell of a lot more pressure. Pressure is a theme we'll get onto in a minute. But the fact of the matter is, Vlaar's penalty ended up poor. But why are you letting centre-backs take penalties when you've got your Van Persies, your Robins, among others on the pitch? Huntelaar as well. It's like, I don't get it. But a couple of the Skypers actually want to jump in about Brazil, Germany, and Holland v Brazil, and also Holland, Argentina as well. So let's see, where shall we go first? Mike Harneman, you wanted to talk about Brazil, Germany, and have at Brazil, Holland, and Holland, Argentina if you want.
Okay, right. I'll start with the Germany and Brazil game. I was like you. When I saw it was 5-0, I was in severe shock. I was thinking, well,
I think Brazil were too.
I think everyone was. Because Brazil, obviously, they're not as good as they used to be. They haven't got world-class players like Rivaldo and Ronaldo and
Brazil, she ain't what she used to be. Ain't what she used to be. Hey, what used to
But yeah, they weren't really missing Cafu and Roberto Carlos at the back. But anyway,
obligatory Simpsons reference right there.
But yeah, no, I was really surprised that the reaction that Neuer and the Germany defenders were basically how they reacted when Brazil even scored their goal, because it was 7-0 at the time, and Neuer looked like he looked like he'd let in a goal to give Brazil the win.
Yeah, but he wanted his clean sheet, and that's the kind of drive that will not only make you great but keep you great. Because it's a lot harder. It's a lot harder to get to the top, to stay on top, than it is to get to the top. Anyway.
Oh, of course, but I was thinking like the reaction was probably a little bit over the top from Neuer. Maybe he was just making a meal out of it to give the Brazilians something to like think, oh, you know, we scored against Germany. We scored against the team that could actually go on and be world champions.
Yeah, scored once but let in 7, and that goal was on the 90th minute. I love it. Schürrle was super sub as well. Like,
oh, Schürrle was going to be a star. The Premier League has found the right gentleman in him.
I'm surprised.
I really think he's going to do well for Chelsea next season.
We'll see. We'll see if he gets more game time. Maybe that has impressed the special one, the arrogant one, as I call him. But you never know. The arrogant one is one of them. If you ain't talking about him, he ain't listening. But anyway, it's a different.
And the fact that I think another reason why Neuer was even more annoyed was about 2 seconds before Oscar scored, Ozil was through as well, and he could have made it 8-0.
Yeah, that would have been cherry. That would have been cherry on the Sunday, after the ice cream, the the little cherry sauce, the chocolate sauce, the golden syrup, golden syrup,
why are you trying to
and then the cherry.
What are you trying to ruin it for?
No, the cherry. It would have been the cherry after every single one of the sauces on top of the sun.
Did you put the blue sauce on though?
Nah. People, this is what I have to deal with. Couple random and strike one. But
with
still.
Holland as well, I think Holland against was it Argentina was quite a decent game for 0-0. I actually quite enjoyed it. And when it went out to penalties, I actually had a feeling that, well, a couple of minutes before, didn't Holland actually not use all their subs up or something? I had a feeling they were going to bring Tim Krul on again anyway.
Yeah, I mean, it was the fault. Why didn't Van Gaal do that again? But hey, it's one of them ones. The G-Man
if I've already done it once, like, as a manager, and you know that it's worked before, why not do it again and try and use the same tactic again?
True. I don't know. Maybe Van Gaal's not the tactical genius he's made out to be. Maybe. Yeah, I'm just.
This was my argument last week.
Yeah, devil's advocate.
That's the inconsistency of doing something like that. It's because at the end of the day, it wasn't really, to me, it wasn't really a tactical decision when you look at it. Because if it was a real tactical decision, he would have done that, seeing that it was going into penalties. You know, and disrespectfully, again, he puts Cillessen under a lot of pressure when he does go to take penalties now, because everyone's looking at him like, okay, let's see what he can do against Krul. It's a head-to-head against Krul.
Yeah, but Cillessen has never ever saved a penalty in his career. Never ever, not once.
Yeah. But that's what I'm saying. That's where the extra pressure factor sort of comes from. Because on Twitter, there was a barrage of people saying, "Oh, look, now he didn't put Krul on. Look, they're going to lose."
Yeah. It's a bit unfair. It is a bit unfair, but hey, it's one of them ones. Sometimes it happens. Sometimes ish happens. That's all I can say.
I just want to shout out Hayden Hooper. I think might be listening right now.
What's up, Hayden? You alright? But Russ Vernon wanted to jump in on these games as well. So let's have it, Russ, before we move on.
Yes, because in the Brazil-Germany game, I was actually on a Skype call. There was me, Mike, there was Tara in there was Tara's sister, there were a few others as well. Zoe Jones was in there as well, the man, and Warren from HFMML as well. He's the main owner the manager of HFM, and we're all talking. And I was saying to Mike, every time me and Mike were talking about the game, and everyone else was like, "Should have stopped talking about stupid football." And we're like, "Oi, he's not stupid. It only happens every 4 years, so let's enjoy it while we can." But I thought it was a fantastic game, the Brazil-Germany one. And for me, I thought Brazil was going to win it. But I was speaking to Jamie Bailey as well. Big shout out to him. Hope he's listening somewhere. And to me, it's going to be a Germany win. And he was correct. I was actually surprised to see it being 5-0 before the half hour in that game as well. And then when I watched the Holland game, I thought that was against Argentina. I thought it was a good game for it to be 0-0. And I thought me and Mike were again on Skype, and we were saying, I was thinking, I think he's going to fetch on Krul in a minute, but he didn't, and he backfired not fetching Krul on, and as Argentina won on penalties, which was a fantastic game. And then Brazil, all in all, I thought that was a good game on Saturday as well in the third place playoff. Well, like you were saying, Liam, Louise can't defend for Toffee. Don't know why he's defending. He might as well be a defensive midfielder, because he was alright in the defensive midfield role, but not as an actual central defender. And after you mentioned the final, I've got the top 4 from the Pitch Talk sweepstake that I did for the World Cup, and I've also got my World Cup 11 for the match as well.
No. It's one of them was with the Brazil performances. It was surprising. It was surprising to see how bad they were in those two matches. I've got to say, it must be said. Argentina, Holland, a bit of a snooze fest, really. I watched that back, and it was kind of like, oh, yeah. But hey, we'll see. It's one of them ones. But Sunday, 13th of July, 2014, we've been through the semi-finals. We've been through the quarterfinals. We've been through the third and fourth place playoff. But now, the main event. Your main event of the evening. Ladies and gentlemen, Germany versus Argentina. And this match went to extra time because it was 0-0 at full time. Perez. Sorry, was it Perez? No, Palacios missed a terrible. The lob, gotta say, should have at least got it on target.
But it's nowhere near as bad as Higuain.
I'm gonna build up. I'm building up to it. You ruined my punchline. It's gonna build up to that. But it was one of them ones. It was one of them ones where Palacios trying that lob. All right, Neuer's a big target, so it's kind of like, all right, to get it up and over him and down was always going to be difficult. Messi's chance that he missed in the second half, it was a case of, all right, that was one of them ones where it's from a tight angle. But Higuain's miss, ain't no excuse for that. Howardez, it's one of them ones. Howardez got up and hit the post. All right, at least the woodwork denied him. But Higuain, Toni Kroos literally looked like he was like involved in match fixing, like trying to throw the match. Because he literally headed the ball back right into Higuain's path. And Higuain missed a gilt-edged chance. Didn't even put it on target. This dude straight through the middle. Could have been one-on-one with Manuel Neuer if he took one more touch. He could have, if he gotten it on target, just put your foot through it. Awful chance to miss. And he must be kicking himself today because the final score was Germany 1, Argentina 0 after extra time. And Mario Götze, one of the substitutes, scored on 113 minutes. And it allows me to drop another OWR and channel my inner Howard Finkel and say, the winners of this match and new World Cup holders, Germany. Well, them ones. Argentina had the best chances overall. But Götze's finish, the first touch, superb. The second touch, superb. It was one of them ones. If you're going to get beaten by a goal, and especially by a goal in extra time, why not make it that? Why not make it that? And get well soon to Sami Khedira, who actually got injured in the warm-up. I know that feeling of getting injured in the warm-up. I've actually had that happen to me before. But it's one of them ones. It wasn't a good old-fashioned barn burner as a final. But it was one of them ones. But it was one of them ones where it ended up coming good. And you know what? I gotta give my mum a big shout out. Thanks, Mum, because I finished.
Shout out to all the mothers out there.
Because I came out of work, phoned my mum because my mum visited my great grandma earlier that day. Phoned my mum and was like, hey Mum, you alright? And it's like, wait, what's that in the background? Is the football still on? What's the score in the match? And she was like, oh, it's 0-0. I'm like, wait a minute, I thought it had finished. And it's like, oh, wait, hold on, how long's gone? Oh, they've played. Oh, wait. They're just into the second half of extra time. And I'm thinking that's pretty good. And it's like, oh crap! I was like, boy, I better dash to a pub and try and catch this. Try and catch the last remnants of extra time. Got in to Hot Poles in Hammersmith. Literally less than a minute after I stepped foot in Hot Poles in Hammersmith, goal. I had a major touch. That's cruel. That's literally. So I had a major touch in terms of catching that goal. But guys, what did you think about the World Cup final, man? It's one of them ones, man. It's that to me, that feeling of realization straight after the game was finished. It was like, oh my god, it's over. It's finally over. Oh my god, like. The last month and a half of football in heaven, rushing around like a headless chicken trying to catch games straight after work. It's over. And the whole realization just swept in. But what did you guys think? And why is Shakira dressed up like the Ultimate Warrior? Actually, no, that's more Randy Savage. Ooh, yeah, Shakira, dig it. Anyway, thoughts on the World Cup final and Shakira, if you want.
No, I thought the World Cup final was fitting, right? Because even though it was 0-0 going into extra time, this was a game, that really wasn't that defensive. Like, this was a game that had loads of chances, was very attacking end to end, right? Whereas, most 0-0 draws, let's be honest, for the neutral, they're quite boring. But this one was a monster. It was literally, Sonny D, one of the most.
My D's definitely Sonny. Sonny likes it. Indeed. But anyway, Jesse, you got? Oh, what Sonny wants, Sonny gets.
You need Jesus.
I'm sorry. It's an OWR right there. Go.
But no, seriously, it was fantastic. It really was. I think it was probably one of the best World Cup finals in recent years. It really was. It was a game that had everything. And I think the biggest thing that was missing for me personally was a Lionel Messi goal. If Lionel Messi had scored, that would have topped everything. It really would have.
I mean, it's one of them ones. Messi had pretty much Argentina's last chance of the game, and I was saying to people, like, especially Melvin Akins, big shout out Melvin Tron, and it was a case of that. If you want pressure in football, last chance of the game, you've got a free kick from a semi-awkward position. You're Lionel Messi, trying to bid to become in that elite class of one of the best players ever. And that's brilliant. And it's one of them ones, you don't get much more pressure. And Messi's free kick was high, wide, and butt ugly. It's a shame. And also, by the way, Robben did not deserve to get booked in the third place playoff. But the final was just, it was mad. Mascherano, there were some people who did not realize that Mascherano was a world-class holding mid. I've been saying that for 5 years. So it's one of them ones, people jumping on the bandwagon now. But
I keep you saying that for 5 years. He's been playing in defense.
Let's call it. But the final, it wasn't an anticlimax. It was one of them was, it was tight, it was tense, Ducks backside tight, and it was tense. And it was one of them was, it was always going. I think it was always going a bit, but it was a good watch. It was a good watch. There were chances. So it's one of them, man. It is one of them. Guys, you got any more to add?
Yeah, what I'd say about the final is, Germany fully deserved it. This whole World Cup, they've been the most consistent team. They've been the best team. But in terms of the final, to me, this was their worst game of the whole finals altogether. Like, you may say Algeria, they struggled a little, but they got through it. They were already through in that group. It was what it was. But this game was, they had loads of mistakes. Argentina had their chances. Jesse, you touched on it with Higuain missing.
Arguably the best chance of the game.
Yeah. With Palacios is right at the end as well. Messi missing a goal he would have scored at Barcelona easily. You would have thought. I still think there was a debate about it. I still think he should have taken it on the outside of his boot rather than trying to curl it with the inside of his right boot. Should have taken it with the outside of his left. Yeah. Well, I guess like my friend was saying, it depends what foot he's got planted on the form, what he's running on. But he could have taken another touch in my eyes. And also with the free kick was a nothing free kick. If I touch on what you were saying at the end, that free kick was a joke free kick from a very deluded angle that not even Cristiano Ronaldo or Gareth Bale would have scored from.
That's what I'm saying. Bearing in mind you got pound for pound the best keeper in the world in goal, which is why I was saying I kind of preempted oh my god, I was preempting and I was like, well, it's a case of anyone criticizing Messi for not scoring that free kick, you're a moron.
Yeah,
because that was the pinnacle of pressure in football.
Yeah. And what I would say is it was a masterstroke bringing on Götze, late on in that game, and apparently Lowe told Götze go out there and outdo Messi, and that's exactly what he done. So
yeah. But he made it's one of them was it's one of them was he went out and made personal history.
Yeah, I was personally disappointed initially because I had a little tinkle on Messi to score a hat trick because I thought he was gonna get a hat trick somewhere in this World Cup.
I was gonna say you had a tinkle.
I had a tinkle. I had a little five from Messi to score a hat trick. I actually thought it might come in, but it never happened. But in saying that, on the reverse angle, you know, 3 Arsenal players have lifted the World Cup this season. So
all right.
It's great for them.
Why don't you do one? No, I'm kidding.
It's great. It's great for them, you know. And you know, some teams had like, you know. And now you know what? Without me waffling on, well done Germany. You done well.
Yeah, and they're the first European team to win the World Cup in South America, right? So, you know, I really don't know what else there is to say other than congratulations. I think Joey Barton actually reiterated this point on Twitter. There's not many things that Joey Barton actually says full stop that I actually go and reiterate, but he did actually remind everybody that Germany went over to Brazil and got their own training complex.
Yeah.
Was that a big part of it? Honestly, I think there might be some, you know, credence to his theory about that being a reason why. Because
Germany made it. Well, bear in mind, it's one of them ones. Obviously, it paid off.
Yeah.
Because Germany made history for 2 reasons. You had Klose.
Yes.
Breaking his record. Well, making a record, so etching his name in history books.
Yep.
And you had Germany etching their name in the history books as well. First Europeans to win a World Cup on South American soil. Records don't bend, they break. As I like to tell people. All I can say is Kroos has got that key to the city.
Right. Hey, yo, wake up the cavalry, call all calls. The AP.
It's one of them ones. I was gonna say Kroos has that key to the city. Kroos has that key to the city, so he had to play that last Professor Chu key to the city. He has to. I mean, it's one of them ones. You see Angela Merkel just getting involved in the celebrations and that. One funny thing, on Sepp Blatter sitting there, boo Tista, boo Latta, boo Latta. But it's one of them ones. You had Blatter sitting there. To his right, to his left, you had the Brazilian. You had the Brazilian prime minister, I think it was, and then to his left, and then to his right, you had Vladimir Putin. And like the commentators from the beIN Sport feed were like, mate, you could tell they were like, mate, I ain't saying nothing about Putin. Hello, Mr. Putin. That is one of them ones. But all I could say is Vladimir Putin does not look like a guy to mess with. But in the trophy presentation, you blatantly see Blatter getting booed. You hear him getting booed, and it's like every time his picture came up on the big Titantron, the big screen.
OWR. Anyway,
but it was on them was all you boo Tista. No, I'm kidding. It was like boo Latta. It was classic. But the fact of the matter is, Germany made history in 2 ways in this World Cup and thoroughly deserved it. They deserve to lift the trophy. By the way, congratulations to Faduma, one of my Sainsbury's colleagues, who got Germany in the office pool in the sweepstakes. Smacked it. I wanted to swap from day one. As soon as I heard she got Germany, I was like, can we swap? I got Portugal, and I was like, maybe. But if any of the Skypers want to jump in, let us know in the Skype chat. But for me, the fact of the matter is, it's madness. I love that. Mike Harneman have at it, then Russ Vernon, and by the way, welcome to Sam Greenham as well. We'll come to him as well. But yes, Mike Harneman have at it.
Yeah, I'm with you. Germany definitely deserved to lift the World Cup. I thought they were the best team by far throughout the tournament. Very solid. Didn't let in too many goals. Obviously had the best goalkeeper. Hummels has to be probably up there with the best defender in the tournament as well. Thomas Muller, one of the best midfielders. And as you say, Klose setting his record as well. So basically we're just different class in all positions. So I think they fully deserve the trophy. And actually the point I wanted to make was actually on the awards for afterwards for player of the tournament and...
Oh, we're going to come back to that.
That sort of stuff. Yeah, that's fine. It was kind of a bit about Messi and a bit about what I think about that basically, because there is a lot better, like James Rodriguez and so on, who could have actually taken that for me.
Well, I was going to say, I I was gonna say, hold on to that Messi point, because we're gonna come back into player of the tournament, that kind of thing. We're gonna come back into it later on in the show in stuff of the week. But you want to say more about the final?
Yeah. Okay. I did think Germany deserved it. I think Argentina missed quite a few gilt-edged chances, and I think the luck was basically against them as well. Obviously, they had the goal ruled out for offsides. They had
correctly.
Higuain this chance. Aguedes probably should have scored for Germany, but that was the only real chance that they had apart from the goal. That was sort of like a gilt-edged type chance. And I think, Germany was solid at the back, controlled it in midfield, and I think they deserved it.
Well, I mean, it's one of them ones. I mean, we have Ross Vernon. Ross Vernon, you wanted to jump in as well.
Yes, I do. I was watching the game, and I thought it was a fantastic game of football, and I thought Argentina should have won it in the normal time with the chance from Higuain and Lionel Messi at the start of the second half as well. They both should have done better with their chances, but good goal from Mario Götze to win the World Cup for Germany, and it was a fantastic tournament. And a bit later on, I've got my World Cup 11 of the tournament, and I just want to give a big shout out to my good friend Danny Parker, who has been listening in this evening. He's a fellow Leeds United fan like myself. And
what is up, Danny? What is up?
And he runs a Leeds United Facebook group on Facebook called Leeds United Group, and while we've been out, he's been getting all the latest news about all the players coming in from two people who run Leeds United ITA on Twitter. Give them a follow and tell them I sent you over there. And they've got a Facebook page where just search for Leeds United Italia and give them a like. And the person this got in Leeds United from Italy, because I've had major contact with Massimo Cellino while we've been out there, and Danny Parker has sent some stuff through which I've just sent in. And also want to give a big shout out to the United fan, who I've also got his thoughts on the World Cup final, and then he gave me the thoughts of his World Cup on the World Cup overall. So if Liam, would you like to give those a read out for me, please, on Pitch Talk Live?
Yeah, we are live. I was going to give the dramatic pause there, but that's not my gimmick. I can't be accused of stealing the gimmick. But it's one of them was a couple of Russ's friends. Brad Mawson said it was good, not brilliant. I got bored at some points. And Danny Parker said, my thoughts, mate, on the World Cup. It was a strange one for sure. Big teams getting knocked out of the group stages and tiny underdogs going way further than 4. But apart from that, was quality, exciting World Cup. And you know what it was? Yeah, it was a quality tournament. It actually was a fantastic tournament. I enjoyed it. I probably enjoyed this World Cup as much as I enjoyed France '98, which was the first World Cup I ever watched, because I didn't get into football until just after USA '94, aka the forgotten World Cup over here in England. But it was one of them ones. We've also got Sam Greenham in the house. Sam, let us know in the Skype chat if you want to jump in as well on the World Cup final. But I said it's a case of the winners of this match and new World Cup champions, Germany. Smacked it. Yeah, they absolutely smacked it. And by the way, Rihanna, at Rihanna on Twitter, yeah, I'm calling you out. Yes, you. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 head. Yes, I'm calling you out. But it's one of them ones. These are the personal opinions of Straight Shooting LJA, not the opinions of the G-Man, Jazzy Fizzle, Pitch Talk, any of its affiliates or subsidiaries. Rihanna, yo, babe, let me tell you one thing. I need to draw something back. I need to draw these headphones back. Let me tell you something. How many teams are you gonna get your are you gonna get your mug snapped with? What's it? USA team, the Colombia team. It's one of them. You best leave off the Colombia team before Shakira slaps you down. But it's one of them ones. And also, you better leave off the US team. They've already got Will Ferrell and Barack Obama. So it's one of them ones. Leave it alone. But also the fact of the matter is, you want to jump on a bandwagon, boy. I hope you like bratwurst, because that's probably what you were taking last night during the celebration. But anyway, a nice thick bratwurst. But anyway, it's one of them ones. Rihanna, unless you truly want to get into football, oh nah, what's the game? Oh nah, what's the game? If you ain't into football, then the exit door is over there. Thank you very much. Good night, guys. What's the shakedown with you guys?
No, you know what? I agree with you with the whole Rihanna thing. I don't really get the whole
bandwagon jumping. So it is.
Well, I don't get the fact that she's from Barbados, and if anything, she should have a US affiliation because she works there. She works with the likes of Jay-Z.
Well, she did have a US affiliation. It was just brief.
And
that sounds quite wrong.
And then, then she just keeps changing teams. Or obviously, she's got an album or something coming out, and she's just trying to keep all her fans happy. That's what I personally feel.
Either that, or she's like Jamie Bailey, who's like all of a sudden become German over the past day. If you look at his Facebook post. What's up, JBK? What's up, Nathan Arsenal, aka Nathan McCreeve as well. What is up? Remember, peeps, we want your views too. There's the phone. 07535 804 466 is the mobile number. So, Russ, you wanted to jump in. You wanted to jump in before we need to move on.
Yes, because I just want to give a big shout out to Sebastian Vickers, a Sheffield United fan, who was an actual Germany fan as well. He was born over in Germany, and he's followed Germany all the way in the tournament. So, and I just want to say congratulations on winning the World Cup. Also, I just want to give a big shout out, a big long time shout out, because we've done it quite a few times on the show, to Tora, who is tuned in and listening and watching via YouTube this evening. So big shout out to you, Tora, who's tuned in there as well this evening.
Guys, let's give Tara a wave. 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 And Mike Hardiman says, stop waving at my missus. She ain't your missus no more, boy. No, I'm kidding. I'm sorry. I couldn't help. Mike is gonna kill me for that. It's like... Let's keep dancing, man. Yeah. It's Monday. We're live. This is Pitch Talk live, baby. I'm sorry. I had to. Mike, you know it's all love. Like Mike Hardiman, you know it's all love. But you know what? Yeah, let's go in for some World Cup stats, because goals per match, the average was 2.7. The 2010 average was 2.3. Average cards per match was 0.2 in terms of red cards, and 2.8 in terms of yellows. The 2010 average was 0.3 and 3.8 respectively. Average passes per team was 396. 2010 average was 353. Actual playing time was 57.6 average minutes per match. The 2010 average was 54 minutes. Top goals, Germany. 18 goals in the tournament, 15 from open play, and 3 set-piece goals. A tournament average of 5.2 goals. Brazil were the best attacking with 111 attempts, 11 goals scored, 28 shots blocked, 33 shots saved, and 39 attempts off target, which makes up a tournament average of 52.6, and own goals are not included in that. Best passers, Germany, the winners, 4,157 passes. 1,017 short passes completed, 2,763 medium passes completed, 377 long passes completed, with a completion rate of 82%. Tournament average 1,583. USA were the best defending. 27 saves, 21 tackles won, 19 blocks, 67 attempts. So stopped. A tournament average of 44.8. The Castrol Index top 10 has Tony Kroos as number 1, 9.79 as a rating. Arjen Robben of Holland at 9.74. De Vrij of Holland as 9.7. Mats Hummels as 9.66, Thomas Muller as 9.63, Benzema as 9.6. These are the Castrol Edge ratings, not Castrol GTX. Drive hard, little OWR right there. But Oscar was 9.57, Thiago Silva was 9.54, Rojo was 9.51. Rojo. Just reminded me of that from Streets of Rage. From G-Man's favorite character, what's it? Skate. Love it. And Ron Vlaar was 9.48. So that was a Castrol Index top 10. Top goal scorer at 17 shots and 6 scored, James Rodriguez of Colombia. Congrats, man. Top runner, 83,957 miles distance covered, Thomas Muller. Player with the most passes completed was Philipp Lahm, Germany's captain. 86.3% pass completion rate, short 25.3%, medium 67.8%, long 6.9%, and 562 passes completed. And top saves, Manuel Neuer of Germany with 25 saves, 4 goals conceded. So, it's one of them ones. Absolutely smacked it. Absolutely smacked it. Gotta say. In terms of matches, top goals in terms of matches, obviously was Brazil-Germany with 8. 7 open play goals, 1 from the set piece, a tournament average of 2.6. Attempts was from Belgium-USA, top attempts. 52 attempts in total. 35 on target, 17 off target, a tournament average of 26.4. Disciplinary, the bad boys. It was Costa Rica versus Greece. That 1-1 draw, 7 cards. 6 yellow, 1 second yellow, which equated to 1 red. And no yellow cards, a tournament average of 3. And the top passes completed was actually in the final. 1,501, 413 short passes, 886 medium passes, and 202 long passes. Tournament average of 1,039. So that's your statistical rundown of the 2014 Brazil World Cup. And you know what? It's one of them ones, man. It was absolutely fantastic. Most saves in one match, actually, was Tim Howard with 27.
Wasn't that like, didn't he do like a record for saves in normal time?
Yeah, he did. But it was one of them ones, man. It was one of them ones. The fact of the matter is, most tackles actually, 77% accuracy was Javier Mascherano. Most assists was Cuadrado with 4 assists. Karim Benzema had the most shots with 22, 68% on target. So it's one of them ones, man. One of them ones. Gotta say, what a tournament. What a tournament it's been. Statistically fantastic. In every way, fantastic. So, nice. One of them. It's one of them ones, right? Russ, if you want to drop that in the chat quickly, because it is time to move on. So, ooh, ball to the face. Look at that. Ball to the face. But yeah, I remember hearing that stat actually. All eight group stage winners progressed to the quarterfinal stage for the first time in World Cup history. I remember hearing that. Actually. That was quite fun. But you know what? Big shout out to InSitu, InSitu.co, our official facilities provider. Create, engage, inspire. LJAProductions.co.uk, the new blood in digital video editing, our official video production partner and provider. And also Simply Exclusive Entertainment at official_SXE. If you need a party or rave filmed, hit up SXE, Simply Exclusive Entertainment. And ApparentlyRich.com, simple yet effective web solutions to get your company off the ground. It's one of them ones, man. They all help to make Pitch Talk possible. Whilst we're partying here, it is time for us to pause that track as it comes to a nice end. Love it. It is about that time for us to move on to our next segment, which is a little bit of this, a little bit of that, a little bit of yeah.
General talking points.
Where's Jesse? Go look at where is he? Here's Jesse. That was not creepy at all.
Cause I like the way you do your thing. I like the way.
Don't worry, Mr. Sam Greenham. You may have hurt your foot, but let's go. Sit down with your Monday night footballing fix.
I like the way she does her thing.
This is live on a Monday night. We woke up maybe all over, but this is our post-pitch talk welcome show. This is Pitch Talk. Yeah. This is Pitch Talk. This is Pitch Talk. What's up with that? Yeah. What's up with that? Later in the show. But now it's time for general talking points right now. Cause I like the way. 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 I like the way you do your thing. Yeah, let's jump into general talking points.
No, I'm sorry, I gotta stop you right there. I gotta stop you.
This dude laughing.
We are friends, and with my friends, I like to tell them what's going down.
And you like to mock.
And I gotta say, my friend, one, stop making those funny eyes that you do when you do those funny faces. And two, you are proper trying with the singing thing. Proper try.
It's a gimmick, man. It's a gimmick. It's my gimmick. I gotta get over, man. I gotta get over.
You gotta go for the X Factor again. I'll bring a camera. You go for the X Factor. That was Big Brother, sorry, but you gotta go for the X Factor.
Like X Factor again. It's like, when did I go the first time? If I did, I must have been drunk and not remember it. Like, bit too much tequila. make the partners black out. You blacked out. You blacked out. You blacked out. And no, that's not a racial joke. It's one of them ones. Another OWR there, actually. But Luis Suarez. Liverpool and Barcelona agrees £75 million deal for striker from the 12th of July 2014. Liverpool have agreed to sell striker Luis Suarez to Barcelona for a fee thought to be about $75 million. The Uruguayan, who's 27, is currently serving a 4-match ban for biting Italy's Giorgio Chiellini during the World Cup and will sign a 5-year deal. He scored 31 league goals last season and is actually en route to Barcelona for a medical. Now, it's one of them ones. I was saying to you earlier that we signed him for $22.5 million. Not a bad profit, 75. But the move to Barcelona takes him closer to his wife Sophia's family. Yeah, I'm supposed to believe it. Yeah, anyway, like Jim Cornette getting fired was nothing to do with Vince Russo. I'm supposed to believe that. But anyway, it's one. Sam Green was funny. The guy to say get yourself to X Factor. But anyway, it's one of them ones where I hope you can all understand why I've made this decision. Said the striker, who is banned from all football-related activity until the end of October, as he serves his 3rd suspension for biting on opponent. Not once, not twice, but thrice. But moving on. This club did all they could to get me to stay, but playing and living in Spain, where my wife's family live, is a lifelong dream and ambition. I believe now the timing is right. You were saying the timing was right. Was last year as well, didn't you? But leaving that aside, but Suarez thanked the wonderful Liverpool fans in a letter tweeted from his account for supporting him in the good times and bad. Yeah, a little apology or farewell, whatever the hell you want to call it, via Twitter after dragging the club's name through the mud. Thank you very much. Like I said last week, time to cut our losses. The club moves on. But anyway, it's one of them was Suarez controversies. June 2014, banned for 4 months for any football-related activity, plus 9 international matches for Brighton. Italy defender Giorgio Chiellini. April 2013, apologised for Brighton defender Branislav Ivanovic and got a 10-game ban. December 2011, given an 8-match suspension and fined £40,000 for racially abusing Man United's Patrice Evra. November 2010, given 7-match ban for Brighton PSV Eindhoven's Otman back out on the shoulder while playing for Ajax. July 2010, handles on the line to deny Ghana a winner in the last minute of extra time in the World Cup quarterfinals. Asamoah Gyan missed the resulting penalty, smacked the crossbar, and Uruguay won the shootout to reach the semi-finals. Now, the transfer fee is apparently 75 million. Apparently, dependent on what media outlets you believe, it's like 65 with add-ons and all that. All depends on who you believe. But the fact of the matter is, Suarez leads Liverpool having scored 82 goals in 133 appearances, but also serving 2 bans. So it's one of them ones. The dude served basically about like in total like almost 30 games in terms of bans and that. But it's one of them ones where Luis Suarez faces a £3 million salary hit if he bites another player. If he bites another player whilst he's at Barcelona, because the La Liga side paid a lot obviously to woo Suarez to Barcelona, but according to the Sunday People, apparently he's going to make $342,000 per week. I don't know what that is. In terms of pounds, but it is one of them. Was according to reports, the new contract has clauses which includes clauses that.
How many dollars a week was that, by the way?
It was $342,000 per week. Thank you, XE.com, the currency converter. But no, it's one of them. Was apparently between 15 and 30% of his wages will be taken away if he bites again. But another big signing, Alexis Sanchez signed for Arsenal on July 10th, 2014. Chilean international striker Alexis Sanchez has signed for Arsenal from Barcelona on a long-term contract for a fee in the region of £35 million. The 25-year-old scored 47 goals in 141 appearances for Barca and netted 2 goals in the World Cup in Brazil. He said, "I'm so happy to be joining a club which has a great manager, fantastic squad of players, and huge support around the world. I'm looking forward to playing in the Premier League and Champions League." So, at the moment, those are the 2 big transfers that we're gonna stick on before moving on. Biggest transfers involving British clubs this summer: David Luiz from Chelsea to Paris Saint-Germain. The fee here is 40 million. Apparently it was 50. But whatever it is, whip off. But yeah, Alexis Sanchez from Barca to Arsenal for 35. Diego Costa from Atletico Madrid to Chelsea for 32. Cesc Fabregas. I was going to say you may want to calm down. Cesc Fabregas from Barca to Chelsea for 30 million. Ander Herrera from Athletic Bilbao. The men who Bilbao Man United the last time they were in the Europa League for 29 million. Luke Shaw from Southampton to Man United for 27 million. We talked about those at length last week. Madness. Adam Lallana from Southampton to Liverpool for 25 million. Bloody hell. Fernando from Porto to Man City for 12 million. Ross McCormack from Leeds to Fulham for 11 million. And Dusan Tadic from FC Twente to Southampton for 10.9 million. Now, Ross McCormack we went over last week. Like I've said before, Chelino wouldn't trust him to run a P up in a brewery. Wouldn't trust. I wouldn't trust. You know, one of them ones. I wouldn't trust him. I wouldn't trust him to mow my my lawn. I really wouldn't. But anyway, that's not the issue. Now, Suarez leaving. Like I said last week, it's a case of it's time. it's Vader almost did the other one. It's like it's time. When you wave, use all your fingers. But anyway, no. My middle finger won't go down. How the F do I wave? I love that Eminem lyric. But just thought there's a Wembley reference in there. But the fact of the matter is, Suarez leaving, we got a good chunk of money for him. 75 million. It's one of them. It's one of them ones. You know, it's one of them. We're gonna queue up a song that actually sums up my feelings on the Suarez celebration situation. But
it's a celebration.
Well, partially actually. Get rid of the issues. But no, it's one of them ones. You were here in the studio when we were talking about the bite, and it's time to get rid. So it's
like I said to you, right?
But Sanchez is a very good signing for us.
Oh yeah.
That's a very good signing. And to those saying Liverpool missed out, did we put in a bid though? Did we? No. So that means we didn't miss out. We didn't enter a bidding war with Arsenal, so we didn't miss out. Arsenal bought him. Arsenal went and bought him, and that's it. We didn't. How did we miss out on someone we didn't put a bid in for? We were only linked by the parasitic media.
Well, before you.
So those saying Liverpool missed out on Sanchez, shut your face and move on.
Why are you sound so bitter for?
Not bitter at all.
I sound so bitter.
Look at me. Look at me. Don't look at me. Okay, obligatory phone shop reference right there. But it's one of them was all I can say is face, bothered, face, bothered, face, bothered. Catherine Tate reference I never thought I'd have to use again. But it's one of them was not at the end of the day. Hey, Wenger's gone in and bought a big signing. For me, it's not a change in transfer policy. It's a case of he's bought 2 big signings in the last 2 summer windows. That's not a change in transfer policy. If he just went around splashing the cash, then yeah, I can understand that. But he's still going for his bargains. Was it Ospina?
Ospina, yeah.
Ospina, that's it. Was a bargain. So Debussy, they're looking to get for what? 7 mil? Is it 7? Is it 7 mil?
That's
7 or 8.
That's another bargain.
So where's the change in transfer policy for Wenger? See, this is what annoys me about people talking smack. And at the end of the day, the Suarez thing. Liverpool. They're selling their best striker. They're gonna fall off. Shut up. It's one of them ones. Like I said last week, everybody is replaceable.
But you know what? Before you cut your song, I do want to say this about the whole Luis Suarez thing, right?
Yeah, sure.
I want to say this, right? Liverpool have defended him before, right? So my biggest thing is this: if you've taken the time to defend him before, you can defend him again. If you honestly believe, and I said this before, like 2 weeks ago when I was here.
3 times.
Yeah, I know, but this whole 3 strikes and you're out thing, it applies to baseball.
Yeah.
It's a baseball rule. It's not a rule of life. It's a rule in sport. You see what I mean? And if you've gone and supported this person previously, I'm like, there isn't absolutely nothing if you wholeheartedly believe. And if you don't believe, then fair enough. But if you believe, right, that he's going to make the required change, etc., then
I don't believe he was. Like I said last week, I said before.
No, I understand you saying that.
He's gonna keep doing it.
I understand you saying that, but at the end of the day, you aren't the one making the big decisions.
Of course not. Like
right?
I was saying to G-Man before the show,
I will say this:
if people making the big decisions listen to fans, then boy, Ramsey wouldn't have been at Arsenal last season because the Arsenal board might have listened to Mike Hahnemann and Jamie Bailey. Wenger wouldn't be there either.
Yeah. So I just say this: I honestly feel like if they wanted to support him, they could. And I honestly feel like that there in some circles there is actually room for him to stay at Liverpool, even though he's gone. So I will say that. But one other thing I want to say before you queue up your track, right? This goes out to all the Arsenal fans not from last year, but from the year before, and the year before that, and the year before that. You know what? Each and every one of you, keep quiet. Yeah, don't even talk to me.
I'm seeing Arsenal fans saying, "Yeah, we're gonna win the league. We're gonna win the league just because of Sanchez."
I'm saying this. Don't even talk to me, right? All of you people that was talking about Arsene Wenger out, don't talk to me.
Yeah.
All of you last year, yeah, I'm talking about at the Emirates Cup, right?
Who were booing?
Yeah. Who were saying Arsene Wenger needs to open his checkbook, all the rest of it. Don't talk to me, right? Because here's my thing. I was
to the camera, dude.
don't talk to me, right? Because
don't talk to me. Don't
No.
talk to me.
here's my thing, right? The original advertising for the Emirates Cup this year had Jack Wilshere on the front. Okay, no one was getting super hyped or super gassed about Super Jack, right? None
Super Jack, Super. Sorry.
None of that was happening, right? And then Alexis Sanchez goes and signs. You know what's happened to that same advertising? Jack Wilshere has been replaced. No, I'm telling the God's honest truth. Look, hand up, hand on heart. I'm telling the truth. Jack Wilshere's been
Hands
replaced.
up, hands down.
Jack Wilshere,
The MIA ones.
There's nothing wrong with that.
he's been replaced by Alexis Sanchez. Alexis Sanchez is the lead in the advertising for Arsenal for the Emirates Cup this year.
Hey, dude's only just moved there, and also you got World Cup winners in your team.
Right?
Why
So
are they not fronting that campaign?
I'm just like this. For all of those fans who were like, oh no, Arsene Wenger needs to open his check, but Arsene Wenger doesn't spend enough money. The money's there, but why is he not spending it? Oh, Arsene Wenger needs to go. He's too hot. Don't talk to me. Just don't. Yeah.
You know what? Coming back to the Suarez situation, I gotta do this.
Everybody's got a price. Everybody's gonna pay.
That's all I got to say. Everybody's got a price in regards to the Suarez.
But the thing I found about Liverpool fans in the whole Suarez situation is that I've got to touch this. I've got to touch this. I have to touch this.
No, you can't touch this. Everybody knows what's the dog.
No, seriously.
That was
Like
so
Jezzy touched on.
That was so poor.
Like Jezzy Fizzle just touched on. Liverpool fans were backing this guy. When I say backing, they were like up in arms, wars, T-shirts, and all sorts. Like free Suarez. You get me? Like he was in chains. Like he
say free Yayo.
Like he had ball and chain around his neck, and he was living in the dumpsters inside the FA's headquarters or something like that. That's how they were going on. Now all of a sudden it's like, yeah, it's time to get rid of him. He's a waste of space. Like he's more trouble than he's worth. But every other fan in the Premiership, apart from Liverpool fans, have been saying that for the last 3 years. We've been saying that.
No, but the fact
we
is,
have been literally telling you that this guy is more trouble than he's worth. You should have got rid of him. You could have got rid of him. Now, yeah, World Cup. Wait. All right, you have got rid of him, and you got rid of him £64. You replaced him for Lambert. You get me? And that's great.
No, Lambert's not a direct replacement.
Fantastic. No, he was a replacement because you knew you was getting rid of him. Fantastic.
See, that's where you're being stupid. That's where you're being stupid. So I'm
not being stupid.
No. You're saying Lambert is a straight replacement for Suarez. Remember, we ain't finished spending. Remember, we've got.
Wait, don't do a Tottenham. Liverpool, do not do a Tottenham on us.
Oh, you're dumb.
Do not do a Tottenham on us. Remember what happened to Tottenham and Gareth Bale? They got rid of the main man because Suarez was the main man.
Yeah, bro, you gotta remember, we had the second top goal scorer in the league as well.
Yeah, but the second.
We still have it.
Wait. As you've always told me, the second is not the top. The second is not the top.
Yeah, but he's good to step into that breach.
Well, we'll see.
So it's one of them.
We'll see about that.
And as said, it's one of them.
The second no longer has the top goal scorer feeding him.
Yeah, but that's why we bought Lallana, Emre Can, Lazar Markovic. That deal's almost done. He's in Merseyside having his medical.
Yeah.
So we're buying extra players.
Yeah.
To supplement strikers.
So you're buying 6 or 7 players to replace one man. Is that
most of those players were bought before Suarez had even gone?
No. It's the negotiation. That's how the process of negotiation. But I'm saying, with the money that you knew you was gonna collate from the Suarez deal.
No.
Yeah. You went out and bought those players.
No.
And you're telling me those players are on Suarez's level.
That's actually not true.
Personally,
that's actually not true. The Suarez money hasn't even been used.
Personally, I think Liverpool. Wait. Personally, let me tell you back.
We're not stupid enough to spend money before we've got.
My point sort of gone off point. Yeah. The point was the fact that Liverpool fans 3 years ago they were backing this guy so hard. Yeah. It was like there was at times where I thought I might get punched in the face by a certain man them sitting right next to me. You get me?
All right, hold on.
And nowadays, man, them are just eating the words that been said to him from last 3 years.
Now, this one says it in a slightly jocular fashion.
I'm not saying. Look at my face. Am I joking though? Am I joking?
But the fact, no, but hold on.
G-Man, I just want to bring this to your attention. Yeah.
Mike
And then-
Kahneman
and
is
then I'm
saying
gonna
you're
say,
chatting out of your backside.
Get him.
How am I
This one-
chatting? How am I
Get him.
chatting? How am I chatting out my
No,
back?
G-Man, hold on.
Get him.
Hold on.
Wait. How
Hold
am I
on.
chatting out
You're
my
saying-
back?
Wait,
Get
hold on, G-Man. You're saying that us Liverpool fans have turned on Suarez, yeah? That way you're going with this. How many chances do you give someone? The thing. Hold on.
I already said about this 3 strikes thing. Yeah? You are applying a rule of a sport to life, and it doesn't work.
Hold on. No, but the thing is.
Let me rebuttal. Last season it was like, he got us into the Champions League. He got us into the top 4. He done this for us. He done that for us.
Who said that?
How many chances?
Was that me? Was that me who said that?
Yeah, but we're not. Hang on a minute. This is
No.
no.
He said, "Oh, certain man them sitting next to me." Was I going on like that?
You know what?
Rewind back to the end of last season when he did the Ivanovic bite, and it was like,
hey, pass your phone. I don't want to see you delete any of your Twitter messages. I want to check.
I don't delete my Twitter messages. So
I'm joking.
I don't delete stuff that I post. But it's one of them ones. The fact of the matter is, after last season, I said at the beginning of last season and midway through this season, after that bite against Ivanovic, it was like, Christ's sake, I couldn't cheer him on as much as I did previously. I really couldn't, because it was a case of rewind last year, Suarez and the Ivanovic fight. I think it was. Yeah. So it's one of them ones, and hear my views. The guy wasn't playing with a full deck. And remember when he was apparently trying to force through that deal to Arsenal because he wanted to leave, and he was dropping stuff about quotes about, I want to play for Real Madrid. Yeah. There was no specific time limit on it, but he said, my dream is to play for Real Madrid. Now he's coming and saying, oh yeah, my dream is to play in Spain. And us Liverpool fans, you're trying to say we're the turncoats. His quotes. This dude, Suarez is more the buck-toothed one, as I've been calling him for the past year, and you've heard me. It's one of them ones. This dude has more faces than Mount Rushmore.
So you saying he ain't loyal now?
I'm not gonna call Suarez a hoe. Although I probably could get away with it. But the fact of the matter is, it's a case of the man has gone, the club moves on.
Definitely.
Pure.
No one is bigger than the club. Any club.
And the fact of the matter is, we went to bat for the guy twice.
Yeah, and I'm saying
he dragged our reputation through the mud. Everything we've discussed that
I'm saying you can bat for him again.
I read 70+ pages of that report. There were a lot of inconsistencies in it. I will say that. But the fact of the matter is, I studied that like I was at uni again. But the fact of the matter is, he had his chances. He's had so many chances, and he just keeps messing up. Now, Barca will have to deal with that problem. And like I've said before, Suarez isn't playing with a full deck. The dude needs some psychological help. That's why FIFA dropped the ball by not advising, oh yeah, you should get a bit of psychiatric help because you've clearly got an issue there. And also FIFA dropped the ball by reneging on, well, you're not allowed to train. It's like, if you're gonna hand down a punishment, don't come back. I want to flip this.
Okay.
I want to look at the biggest club in the world. Yeah, the Decimals. You know that club?
Yeah.
Who has a player who hasn't even got a deck in his head? Everyone knows him. Who?
Oh, Pepe.
Who have they stuck by?
Pepe.
Who have they stuck by? Year in, year out. Who have they stuck by?
That's them.
No. But what I'm trying to say is that Jesse Fizzle brought up a good point. Like, it's not about the 3 strikes.
It's not.
It's not about the 3 strikes.
You're applying a rule of sport to life, yeah, and it really isn't that simple.
No, right? it actually is, because at the end of the day, no. Hear me out. The fact of the matter is, a lot of these clubs, are basically rampant. They've got PR machines behind them.
As I said,
and of course, no club wants bad PR.
Listen, don't
you know, with the John Terry, Veronica Parancel thing,
Eric Cantona.
Chelsea didn't get dragged into that.
He got bad PR. But still, they kept by his side. They kept by his side.
Yeah, but
for
that,
the things
yeah,
that he
but that
done.
was one.
They knew
but
about
that
his
was,
prehistoric history.
No, but that was one
France.
incident. Whilst he was at the club, that was one.
Remember,
incident.
he was suspended from French football. Remember,
Yeah.
for attacking a referee or something.
Didn't
like
I just
something
say?
along those lines?
Didn't I just
They
say?
knew his history.
Hold on. Didn't I just say? Whilst he was at the club, there was only one major incident.
No, he had a few spates. He had
No,
a
but in
major
terms-
incident,
no,
but
but
he had
major-
a, he had
no,
a
but
few
major
spates that
incidents.
brought the club into disregard. Or
All right, what were they? All right, what were they apart from the kung fu kick? Go on, then. If you're gonna bring it, you might as well bring the example. Let's go. Go on.
I'll get back to you.
All right, don't let. I was gonna say, don't let Google stand in your way. But
I won't let Google.
Wait.
Wait. Google is a great tool. I'm
not saying it
I'm
isn't.
gonna
I
tell,
love the Google Doodles, by the way.
I'm gonna tell everybody out there, Google is one of the best tools out there because it does what it does.
Yeah.
It does what
It is what the hell
it make it do what it do.
People use it a lot more than they make out lately. You get me? But I'm being real. I use Google.
Everybody does.
I'm real like that.
Can we get the royalty check, please? To go.
We love it. But as I said, the fact of the matter is, if Real Madrid want to support Pepe, the funk, that's them. That's them. Different horses for different courses.
Different strokes for different folks. Yeah, we get all that.
Fam.
But what
it takes different strokes to rule the world. But anyway, the fact of the matter is, if a team wants to support someone, that's down to them. But Suarez swearing at Fulham fans, the Patrice Evra deal, the Ivanovic fight, and this latest fight with Chiellini. Those are 4 incidents. Those are 4 incidents at Liverpool alone. You notice that? Off the top of my head, I've just named 4 major incidents at Liverpool alone.
Mm-hmm.
That's 4.
I could have told you that.
So it's one of them ones. And you're talking about Eric Cantona comparing that, mate. That was only 1. So the fact of the matter is, he ain't even just had 3 chances. He's had 4. And also, you look at the amount of games that Suarez has been banned for. You look at the amount of games in total. I think it's like 20 plus. Because of the 10-match ban with Ivanovic, he missed the first 5 games of last season. Could you imagine we had had him in those first few games of the season? He might have made a difference. Yeah. He might have. It's one of them ones. The back end of the season before, he missed 4 or 5 games. Mm-hmm. It's one of them ones. The Evra ban, he missed 8 games. So the amount of games he's missed. If this dude is missing 5 to 10 games, not through injury, if this dude is, number one, bringing the club into disrepute and missing at least 5 games a season, that's a liability you can do without.
See, but this is where I have the problem. This is where I have the problem.
And this is a regular thing.
I'll just take it back
It's
to the
not an
Everett incident.
isolated
Because
case on
I
this
even
one.
said with the Everett incident, yeah, if there was a racist issue at Arsenal, yeah, I want to see that player gone. I don't care who he is or what he was. I said that, yeah. I want to see him gone.
Yeah, but if he's your top scorer and he's that much of a commodity, football is an unscrupulous sport.
No.
So
he wouldn't be at Arsenal.
Wait. No, See, now I need to interrupt you. Now I need to interrupt you both, right? Because you literally just dropped the $1 million quote about football being an unscrupulous sport, and if he's your top scorer, and if he's this and if he's that. Here's my thing to what you just said, right?
A lot of other clubs.
Absolutely none of those facts regarding Luis Suarez has changed regarding Liverpool. So why is he now being shown the door?
What do you mean?
Thank you very much. I'm dropping the mic. Good night.
The reason being, man's destroying the studio as well. The reason why it's changed is because it's a case of how many chances can you give one person.
But here's my thing.
You've
already said, and I'm quoting you, right? Yeah. Football is unscrupulous, and if he is your top scorer, and if he is your best player, and if he's selling shirts, and if he's putting people in the stadium, then you're gonna support him because football's so unscrupulous.
Yeah. So I'm not saying it's right.
Unscrupulous. He is still all of those things.
Am I
so
saying it's
why
right?
is he being shown the door? Why is he being shown the door? That's what I'm saying.
Because you can only be given so many chances.
by your own logic.
You can only
own logic.
No, of
right?
course. But the fact,
defend it now. Defend
no,
it,
but
please.
the fact,
Of
no,
course,
but the fact is, you can only give someone so many chances before you have to say, you know what? At the end of the day, if this is gonna keep on happening, something's got to change. Enough is enough, and it's time for a change.
Thank you, Owen. But in all seriousness,
right? It has to be. Eventually, there is a breaking point.
Football is still unscrupulous.
Of course
he
it
is.
is.
Still the top
Of course
scorer.
it is.
He is still the best player in the team.
And
He's still the
Barca are buying him. What have I always said? If we had let Suarez go on a free, or we had said, right, we want to sell him, there'd be clubs lining up around the block to buy him, because football's an unscrupulous sport. At the end of the day, it looks like Liverpool don't want any more bad PR. So what do you do if you don't want any more bad PR from a player who's repeatedly brought it? As said, I brought up 4 instances off the top of my head, and G-Man was searching Google to try and find 1 or 2 more about Eric Cantona. I'm sorry to bring you out. I'm sorry to bring you out. But you made that comparison.
Don't apologize.
You made the comparison, and you were expecting me not to ask for example.
Listen.
This is a critical.
This
is back at Thames Valley University, aka University of West London. If you're going to make a critical evaluation, you've got to have a for argument, against argument, and you've got to be able to argue for each.
And you know
Life
what?
Sucks.
You know what? I respect that, because you did say earlier you read that document on Luis Suarez and the racist incident. You read it like it was a university dissertation. Yeah.
Most people didn't even read the first page.
And like I said, next week when I come back on the show, I am going to come back with my facts with what Eric Cantona had done at Man United. Next week, because because right now I am making a swift exit. But people, I want to ask you this question. Should Liverpool have sold Luis Suarez? Are they making a big mistake? Is he more trouble than he's worth? Or is the trouble worth what he brings to a team?
Right. Well, you know what? Because I'm
you gotta type that on the sofa.
Because I'm making this with exit myself, I'm going to go first. I'm going to answer those questions.
Wait, so you guys ain't even staying for stuff of the week?
That you mean stuff of the World Cup?
Stuff of the tournament.
But anyway, the point I'm
making... You guys ain't
is,
staying for that.
The point I'm making is life gets in the way, it sucks, and then you die. But anyway, no, seriously, answering those questions, I would say yes they are. Because, right, as the Straight Shooting One pointed out, he is their best player. He is the top scorer. He's the talisman. He's a leader. He brings so much to the team. So much to the
Steven Gerrard is our leader.
Come on, man.
Let's not get that.
Come on. I'm talking about the player that changes the game, the player that carries the aura. Yeah, that's Luis Suarez every time he opens his mouth.
Steven Gerrard.
Literally. And he's yawning.
Steven Gerrard.
Right? So, yeah, they're making a mistake.
I wanted
in
to
that
get
regard.
G-Man's view on that.
I'm wondering how they're going to go and replace his goals. Basically his whole impact. That's what I'm wondering how they're going to
It'll bring
replace.
the team together and the team will step up.
Will it really?
Yeah, it will.
Because the last thing that I saw bring that team together was when they were supporting Luis Suarez. No?
Yeah,
Did that not happen? Were they not all wearing the same T-shirt?
That's tough.
Even Glenn Johnson when he's getting brought out by absolutely everybody.
Wait, hold on.
I'm asking.
You're going back what? You're going back three years.
No, I'm saying that the team came together.
I'm talking about the future and the present.
I'm talking about when the team came together and rallied around him. Did that not happen?
I'm talking about.
Did that not happen though?
Yeah, it did.
All right then.
I'm talking about. Hold on.
You was asking for proof.
But
you
the
got
owners.
proof. Hold that.
No, hold on.
Now let me answer
hold
the
on.
rest
But
of the
even the
question.
owners admitted, that it was a mistake to back him in that way. So it's one of them ones. Let's just bear that in mind in the interest of fairness.
Right. Yeah. The owners have said that. So
let's bear it.
Look, from a PR angle, it was awful, right?
Yeah.
But the thing you have to admire about the whole situation was they backed him and they backed him to the hilt.
Yeah.
Which is exactly what you need to do if you're gonna back the guy, right?
We did that for 3 separate instances, and you look at it.
You keep coming back to this whole thing about it's 3 strikes and you're out, or in your case, well, there's already a 4th strike. What do you want? I'm saying this. You can't. That is not necessarily. It doesn't translate. It's not a transferable skill to life. To go and look at people and say, right, well, you've had 4 strikes, you've had 3 strikes, you've had 2 strikes. I'm done with you. Nah.
Well, the fact of the matter is, it's Barca's problem now. Can they deal with it? That's the question.
Well, they have clauses.
Can they sort them out?
Clauses in the contract.
Apparent clauses.
They have clauses in the contract. If he goes and buys someone, apparently he loses something like
15 to 30% of his wage.
Right, something like 3-4 million a year or something ridiculous like that.
Yeah.
So unless he wants to lose all that money,
why is he gonna care? Why is he gonna care if he's making a few million a year anyway?
you know. So my biggest thing, how do they go and replace that? There's not many players of Luis Suarez's level playing right now.
Well, you know what? Yeah, we want to get.
That's going to be the biggest thing for them to do, for me personally. And on top of that, it's like, well, look, once you go and take the heart and soul out of the team, which in terms of a forward player, that's what he is. I know you're going to tell me, yeah, but don't forget about Daniel Sturridge and him being on a jet ski wave, and it was, you know, major for the whole season, and he scored 20 odd goals in the Premier League. I understand all that. Okay? So we don't need to go into his jet ski wave. But I'm saying this,
funny
he doesn't have his jet ski wave without Suarez. It's as simple as that. There isn't all this SAS, Sturridge, Suarez, better than Shearer and Sutton, all the rest of it, blah, blah, blah.
We'll see.
Right? Without Suarez.
We'll see.
You just have Sturridge by himself.
Remember we'll see. Remember when Van Nistelrooy left you lot?
Come on.
Remember when Ronaldo left you lot?
Come on.
No, come on. No, it's one of them ones. Remember when Ronaldo left you lot? What happened? The team came together in United.
You're talking about Man United, not Liverpool.
Yeah, but
and on top of
so
that,
what?
Right, on top of that,
what?
right?
Let's
not forget how much.
Hold on.
Let's not forget how much of it.
Strikers. Remember when Ronaldo?
Let's not forget how much of an impact.
Remember when you saw?
had.
No,
as simple as that.
Let's not forget how much. Let's not forget how much of an impact Cristiano Ronaldo had before you sold him for 18 million.
What do you mean 80?
80, sorry. But remember that. And Rooney was the second. Rooney was the second scorer. I think Tevez was third with like 11 league goals. And what happened to you lot after? The team united, and you lot went and you lot kicked on. You lot kicked on the same way. So who's to say it can't happen for us as well? Like I said last week, people thought we couldn't replace Russ. We developed Fowler. People thought we couldn't replace Fowler. We developed Michael Owen. People thought we couldn't replace Michael Owen. We got the £50 million J. Bro and Torres. People thought we couldn't replace Torres. For $22.5 million, we bought Suarez. Who eventually became the replacement for Torres.
You know what? You got a question there.
Football is cyclical.
Listen. You got a question there. Should Liverpool have sold Luis Suarez? Are they making a big mistake? And is he more trouble than he's worth? Mike Harmon have a go at it.
Yeah, because
okay. I've answered it in the chat room. I've said I think Liverpool made the right decision getting rid of Suarez because no player is bigger than the club. If you're going to have someone with that kind of reputation around the club in the first place, it's too much trouble. Of course he's like your best player. He's world class. He's like the top scorer and so on. But they had Sturridge, they had Suarez last season. Their goals were coming from mostly those two. Look at this season coming up. They'll have Coutinho. They'll have Lallana. They'll have Sturridge, Lambert, Gerrard. It'll be a squad effort. It won't just be a two-man effort, basically.
Alright, quick question, yeah? Mike, quick question.
Yep, go for it.
We got Sanchez. Just say Sanchez comes from Chile, you know, he doesn't really fit into the English culture, he starts acting up, yeah? At what point do Arsenal fans say get rid of Sanchez? If he went and just say racially abused, TO.
Let's just say if he did everything Suarez did.
Yeah, but when do we not turn against him, take action against him? When do we decide we're going to take action against him? After he wins us the Champions League or something crazy like that? Or do we take action straight away?
Of course you take action straight away. You want to get rid of him as soon as you can.
I'm just saying this, right? My whole thing, me personally being against Luis Suarez moving and me feeling that Liverpool making a mistake, is you've already defended him on multiple occasions. This is only one other occasion. Like I said to you 2 weeks ago, straight shooting one, if he comes back and he's like, you know what, no, all that previous stuff I was doing, I'm done. Right? And he's actually come back and he's saying, look, I'm here, I'm making a legitimate change in my life.
That last season. He said that last season after the Ivanovic fight when he apologized.
And you supported him. So I'm saying this time, what, one more time?
No, we got
one more time.
We got a lot of people around him helping him psychologically.
But is that not you supporting him? Is that not offering support?
That's trying to help someone.
Is that not the same thing? I mean, am I speaking a different language here in terms of support? It's not.
No, you're not. No, you're not.
Facilitate.
No, you're not. But at the end, no, you're not. But at the end of the day, if you help someone after numerous times you help someone and then they still go and muck about in the same way that you've been working on them for the past year, then what can you do? What can you do?
I know what you can do now.
I'll tell him.
Let Russ Vernon have a say.
Go on, Russ Vernon, have it.
Yes, right. For me, I think the Liverpool stubborn when he did to Ivanovic. And before, I think he's kind of left now. Them new players, new strikers who have come in or up and coming from the academy, or they've just bought Lallana as well. Fetch some new blood in, try different formation out, and also they're trying to see if they can score without Suarez in the team, because majority of the games last season when he was playing, majority of the goals was coming from him or Sturridge. He was either scoring them or creating the goals. Let's see if they can score goals now with just Sturridge playing on Sturridge and Lambert. I think next season Liverpool I think they'll still get goals, but I think they'll struggle with scoring. I don't think they'll score as many as they did last season. I think they'll score about 10 less than what they did last season. Still be up in the top 4. I don't think Liverpool will finish second next season. I think the top 2 next season, the Barclays Premier League or English Premier League, whichever you want to call it, will be Man City top, probably either Chelsea or Arsenal second, Liverpool coming third, and Man United coming into 4th spot next season with Man United. If Chelsea or Arsenal don't come second and one of them coming third, I think Liverpool will finish 4th. Man United will be in the Europa League next season and will not get into the Champions League next season, and they'll miss out on the Champions League campaign next season. But don't know where the goals will come from other than I think Sturridge will still score, and I think Gerrard will get a few, but other than them two will score. And good to see the change, because he's having been there for quite a while.
Well, you know what? The fact of the matter is, the fact of the matter is, it's one of them where, hey, it's a big issue. Obviously, I think the Sanchez deal is fantastic for Arsenal. It's a great deal. Let's see if it comes to fruition. Let's see if it comes to fruition in terms of him doing well as well, because that's gonna be the crucial. That's gonna be the crucial. So, all right. But you know what? Yeah. It is one of them ones where time is pressing on. And you know what? We do have to pause that particular track because we're getting close to that home stretch. So it's time, as I'm on my lonesome in the studio. I'm hoping the guys will at least have an opinion on the next story. But
well, I have an opinion on the Sanchez deal. I think it's one of the best signings that we've made this season. Yeah, and I'm very happy about it. Season ain't started yet, so
that's what I'm saying. Already the best signing.
Yeah, this season just gone after winning the FA Cup. Okay. But no. In all honesty, I think he wouldn't have come to Arsenal if I don't think he would have come to Arsenal. Basically, I think it was a signing of opportunity on our part, where he had really had nowhere else to go. Where options in terms of options, a bit just like we were speaking about earlier on. Like I said with the Fabregas thing, like. Arsene Wenger didn't want Fabregas. Fabregas was in talks with Arsenal before Sanchez. Arsene Wenger didn't want him. Obviously, he's decided that he needs a wide man. Sanchez is an option. Barcelona need to get rid of him, in my opinion, because they wanted to buy out Luis Suarez and they needed more money, so they sold both Fabregas and Sanchez. But us getting Sanchez is a coup. I think he proved his worth over the World Cup. And you know what? I can't wait to see him. I'm not too sure where he's gonna play.
Mike Harneman has said Ozil as well. Need to see how he gets on next season. If him and Sanchez can both have a good season, he'll be up there.
Yeah, no, definitely. I think Ozil is heavily underrated by a lot of people for what he does. for what he does and what he is paid to do. Yes, he's paid a lot of money, and yes, he might look lazy to some people. But at the end of the day, I've always said that Ozil's not Superman. He's got a key role into it, and that is to make goals and free up key areas, and he does it every game, in my opinion. That's just my opinion. That's why Germany hold on thick and tight to him, and he plays often for Germany. If you see it, he's you know. But going back to the Sanchez thing, I think, you know, we might play him wide right, yeah, and we might have Theo wide left or reverse roles. Ozil might kick more central, and if we do play one man up top, then Giroud up top, but also then Theo Walcott will have more of a shot of going up top. I think.
No, I hear that.
And Joel Campbell, I think he might come in on the bench depending on what his impact is. But I think he's going to have to work hard to get into the Arsenal team, even though he had a great World Cup himself.
No, I hear that. I hear that. I mean, it's going to be one of us. It's going to be interesting to see. Russ Vernon actually had a question for you before you leave. Russ, what's that quick question, man?
Yeah, I just want to ask, Jez, with you standing Sanchez, if Giroud is out injured next season, if he gets injured, where do you think Sanchez can fill his boots up top with Campbell maybe in a wider position in a three-pronged attack next season if Giroud gets injured?
Well, the whole Joel Campbell thing is, I think Joel Campbell still has to wait his turn. Yeah, like I said, he's had a great World Cup, but I think when Theo Walcott's back, Theo Walcott is going to be the main threat to Oliver Giroud up front. I think Sanchez would be on a wider role. Don't quote me on that. I might be wrong about that, but I think, yeah, he'd be on a wider role. And yeah, Mike, going about Sanogo has got a lot of work to do, because last season his composure was, you know, his biggest fault. He had strength, he had power, he had good pace, should I say, and but he just had a lack of composure in front of goal.
No, I hear that. I mean, you know what? Yeah, it is one of them ones. Sparks passionate debate, as we always do here. Your Monday Night Football and Fix. You know what? Yeah, it is time for us, and hopefully I'll get to read out this and just get a quick view from the G-Man before he goes. But you know what? It is time to move on to the next segment of the show, which is
What's up with that?
What's up with that? What's up with that? We are on What's Up With That, and the guys have left me as a Billy No Mates. But we move and we groove on. We are, of course, still live. What's up with that? I was almost hoping the G-Man might be able to stay for this one, but you know what, yeah? Just want to read out some of the views on the social networks first and foremost. Yeah, man, we have actually, yeah, we got a few. But you know what? It is one of them ones where we actually. You are through to your Monday Night Football and Fix. I think I recognize that number. This one's terrible. You can
It's George from Georgetown.
From Georgetown, you know, this dude's terrible. G, what's going on?
Not too bad, man. I was just checking that the phone's working, that everyone out there listening, you know, all that kind of stuff.
All that jazz, yeah?
You know, joke. You know, we're just trying to keep connected because we know you had a big story coming up.
Yeah, kind of a funny one actually. But we're still just going through that. Should Liverpool have sold Luis Suarez? Are they making a big mistake? Is he more trouble than he's worth? At Hutch tweeting, who is actually Chris Hutchinson, who actually was the first ever, well, one of the first actually guest bloggers, and he actually blogged for us during the 2010 World Cup. But yeah, and that is Chris Hutchinson. What's up? He said Liverpool did sell in inverted commas Suarez. He made it clear he was going. And Judicart on Twitter has said, don't think LFC had much choice in the matter. So it's quite an interesting. But you know what, yeah? It is one of them ones where Arsenal fan responds to BT Sport advert with promo mocking Liverpool's title slip-up from Sunday 13th of July 2014. One Arsenal fan was so impressed with BT Sport's new advert for the upcoming 2014-2015 season that they made an alternative version showing how Liverpool threw away the Premier League last season. The broadcaster BT Sport used the Reds' 5-1 thrashing of the Gunners at Anfield in February to encourage people to subscribe to the channel in their new promo, which also featured Chelsea manager Jose Mourinho and former Man United defender Rio Ferdinand, and also a friend of the show, Spoonface. What's up? So on them was also featured Spoonface, who actually asked Jose. Did you see that? But it's one of them was the advert may have done its job in showing the thrills of England's top flight, but the fact that Arsenal's poor performance against Liverpool was highlighted has seemingly angered some supporters. Kev at Kev_AFC says BT Sport cancelled. They won't get another penny of my money after that advert. Just a pointless, irrelevant match. And that was from 12th of July 2014. After one Gunners fan cancelled his subscription to the broadcaster, another named at Wilshire_Team10 made a new version of the advert showing some of the moments last season that contributed to Liverpool failing to win their first Premier League title in 24 years. Now, you know what, yeah? Now, you know what? The fact of the matter is, all I can say is, yeah, to that Arsenal supporter who cancelled his BT Sports subscription, you do realise, at Kev_AFC, you do realise every team has been mocked before. We mentioned earlier the Champions League advert that Sky Sports were running, when they basically wiped out the Arsenal players and you just see Ronaldo just walking through literally nothing and scoring. Did you cancel your Sky Sports subscription then? Because if you did, you're a moron. And at the end of the day, if down there hurts, get some Vagisil. Really, I mean, it's one of them ones. If someone cancels their subscription, if you were to cancel your subscription to every single broadcaster whenever they mock your team, you ain't gonna have no TV to watch. Because we've seen Sky Sports mock Arsenal on numerous occasions with the "my record speaks for itself," that line being repeated time after time after the 8-2 defeat. There was that Champions League advert that I was just talking about when United beat Arsenal 2-0 at the Emirates. There have been many others. Mate, BBC have mocked them as well. So it's a case of, if you're going to go and cancel your subscription, mate, you may as well just boycott TV, boycott Twitter, everything, because Arsenal have been getting mocked for ages. So that's all I can say. I mean, G-Man, what's your view on this, man?
Well, you know, I'm standing here with Jesse Fizzle. My basic views are they just bitter grapes, sour grapes. I don't have any gripes with TV channels taking the mickey like that, because what goes around comes around, and every team faces it. I kind of find those adverts funny, you know, and it's only to Arsenal's own detriment, you know, that happens. Plus, we've got a great video ourselves of Jesse Fizzle always mocking Arsenal and capitulating. So
exactly, and, there you go.
You get what I mean? So, can't complain.
Yeah. Nah, look, I have to say this. Overall, I thought it was a very well done video. I'm like, yo, the Spoonface is advertising. He was all up taking the video. So, I'm just like, look, it's advertising, man. And at the end of the day, look, I understand the child grip. I really do. Because, look, I'm getting in the neck from the team, and I'm getting in the neck from Straight Shooting One. I'm even getting in the neck from Mike Harneman, of all people. Right? And he supports two teams. Right? So I'm just like this. The banter is a part of life. If you really can't take it, man, literally take yourself off the internet. Take yourself out of life. Yeah, in terms of social life. Because it's like, look, everybody's gonna say something about your team. Haters gon' hate, but lovers gon' love. And
I don't even want one of the others. I want to whiz on you. What? What?
So I'm just like this, man. If you got sour grapes, look, I'm sorry, bro, but that's life.
Yeah, exactly. It's one of them ones. Life sucks, and then you die. But it's one of them ones. I said, some people just can't take a bit of ribbon. They really can't. I mean, it's sad. It really is sad. It really is that.
And both of us are departing now. We just want to say big up to all the Pitch Talk family, yourself. And next week.
Oh, there was one more story. No, I'm begging you guys, hang on for one more. Pornhub begs users to stop uploading video clips of Brazil getting beaten 7-1. We knew you'd like this. If Big T's watching, he's gonna love this too. From Wednesday, 9th of July 2014. In the world's continuing mission to completely humiliate Brazil in the wake of its 7-1 World Cup semi-final defeat to Germany, adult site Pornhub has allegedly been flooded with highlights of the game. Footage of the goals bearing the title "Young Brazilians Get Effed" by entire German soccer team quickly sprang up following the game, with the site eventually asking football fans to cease with the gag whilst getting a swipe in at Brazil's performance itself. Please stop uploading the game highlights to Pornhub. Our public humiliation category is full. #Brazil Germany, it tweeted. Oh my god! I'm sorry. I'm sorry. That is just. Words just. I can't put into words how funny that story is. I mean, Skypers, if you want to jump in on that Pornhub story, please drop it in the Skype chat, and we'll throw it to you. But oh my word, that stuff is just that stuff is just. What Pornhub begging users to stop uploading clips of Brazil getting beaten 7-1 with the title "Young Brazilians Get Effed" by entire German soccer team. Big T, when you see this, we know you're gonna love this, but words fail me at this moment. Words fail me at this moment. If the Skypers want to jump in, please let us know. I mean, it's one of them was Big T. I think he sent in a couple messages as well. I.M. Robin's wife is the only person that enjoys her husband going down so easy. Oh, Big T's terrible. And being English and choosing between Germany and Argentina to win the World Cup is like choosing between Joseph Fritzl and Rolf Harris to babysit your kids. Child's play. Oh! Big T, you are one half of the tag team champions of the world. Oh, being a Wrongen, you are one half of the Pitch Talk Wrongens. Woo! Have mercy. Oh my God. Oh, that. Oh God. Oh my word. Words just fail me with something. I love this show. I love this show. Some of the stories we find for What's Up With That, I absolutely love them. I absolutely love them. But oh my God, it's terrible. Terrible. I mean, Sam Greenham, you've got something to mention in regards to What's Up With That? Because that's the segment we're on. Because the rumors and stuff like that, we don't do. We don't do. The rumors in that are too easy to spread, and we don't like to spread the rumors because it's way too easy. But if it's in regards to What's Up With That, if it's a strange story, this is the place. Hey, Mike, you wrongin'. Hey, my legs don't spread at all. Hey, no guy with that one. No good. No. Not doing that. Oh, it's one of them ones. No. Oh. But it's one of them ones. You know what, yeah? It is one of them ones where it is what it is. It is what it is. But you know what, yeah? You know what? Yeah, you lot are terrible. You lot are utterly terrible. Do you know that? You lot are terrible. You lot are terrible. By the way, big shout out to Samir Saudi, who says, can't make it on, promise I will soon, but thought I'd pass this on to you. Big hi to all from me, and that's from Samir Saudi. Big shout out, Samir. What's up? What's up, dude? But it's one. There was also a big shout out to Kieran Riley as well. Big shout out. But it's one of them ones. Oh yeah, man. Oh my god. But yeah, it's one of them. I'm sorry. I just love these sort of random stories. I mean, I don't know, man. The whole that is mental. That is absolutely mental. But you know what? You lot are so wrong. It's untrue in the Sky Chat. This is just so wrong. It's so wrong. But hey, what? All right. You know what? Time to move on. We gotta pause that. Gotta pause that track. Gotta pause that track. That's all I'm saying. It's time for us to move on to the final show. A little bit of.
Stuff of the week.
Hey! Stuff of the World Cup. Every Monday night, this is Pitch Talk. Your Monday night footballing fix. This is Football Talk for 3 hours. Of course, we love talking football. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. It's Pitch Talk. Oh, yeah. And it's Monday night. Yeah, it is Monday night. And, of course, Stuff of the Week returns. And I'm actually trying to WhatsApp the guys who have gone. But it's one of them ones, man. Where, like, what a World Cup it was. What a World Cup it was in 2014. But the G-Man has said via Twitter, being real with you, Liverpool have made money, but in doing what they say, they've become weaker up front, especially after defending Suarez so poignantly in the first place. Some may say enough is enough, but when do you decide that? Subjective when you decide that. So, hey, we had that. But anyway, I told him, my baby. But the fact of the matter is, let's go into stuff of the tournament for the World Cup. This dude has actually put kit. That's terrible. But you know, stuff of the World Cup. And in terms of player, the G-Man has gone for Thomas Müller. He's gone on Thomas Müller. He's gone defender Zabaleta. All right, I didn't know we were going that deep. But it is one of them was with my player of the tournament. I'm going to come back to my player in the tournament, actually. Wow, the G-Man has actually gone striker of the tournament, Messi. But let's keep it player of the tournament for now. Okay. The G-Man has said Navas was the best keeper of the tournament. Neuer was good and in the stronger team, but Navas was better overall. That's an interesting one. But let's go down on Twitter. Okay. Alex Amior, I hope I'm pronouncing that right, has said Andre Schürrle, player of the tournament. Onray_ on Twitter has gone for Thomas Müller. Let me go. AKD Schuper said his favorite defender, though he got an own goal, was Ghanaian defender with yellow stripe in his hair, was everywhere. But I think in terms of player, well, in goalkeeper, he's gone hands down Neuer, played the whole defensive field, sacrificed his body countless times, though probably dealt more damage. Striker, closer, just because he broke the record for most goals, what an achievement. And to the blonde stripe in the hair, John Boy, that was. But yeah, best player, AKD Shoot, has said Neuer. He did it all to ensure Germany won it this year. So it's one of them. He's also given a big shout out to Go With My Nation's Jermaine Jones, broke his nose, played literally the best I've ever seen, picked up for Bradley's poor play. So it's one of them. Was my player of the tournament, Manuel Neuer, with honourable mention to Miroslav Klose for breaking the record. Record breaker, man. Gotta say, it absolutely has to be said. You know what? Let's go for. Let's see if the G-Man and Jazzy Fizzle have given us anything in terms of more players of the tournament. I love it. Midfielder, he's gone for Rodriguez. Coverage of the tournament, BBC. Okay. All right, we're gonna come back to that. Jazzy Fizzle has said player of the tournament, James Rodriguez. That's a fair shout. Very, very fair shout. James Rodriguez. That's a very good shout. Tom Wood, who you going for? Player of the tournament?
Philip Lahm.
Great shout. Germany's captain. Great shout. Russ Vernon, who are you going for? Player of the tournament?
Right, for me, I've got 3 players of the tournament, 3-star performers for me are Joel Campbell, James Rodriguez, and Thomas Muller.
Okay. I was asking for one, but all right, we'll let you go. Sam Greenham, who's your player of the World Cup, player of the tournament?
I'd probably go with Thomas Muller. He did have a great tournament and he's getting nearer the goals target with Miroslav Klose just set, and he's only 24 years old, I believe, as well, which is really amazing considering he's only played at 3 World Cups, I think. But I was really impressed with Tim Howard of USA. I know they're wanting it that long, but the time he was here, he did a really good job in goal.
No, I hear that. You know what? Let's go for. I love that. We're just degenerating into defender and all this stuff. I love it. It's tremendous. Mike Harneman, player of the tournament. Mike? Where is he? Where's Mike Harneman? Mike! Mr. Harneman, are you there? Alright, we have to come back to Mike in a sec. There's also been a couple of nominations in terms of Jazzy Fizzle has said defender Bruno Martins Indy / Ron Vlaar, striker closer. For me, striker of the tournament has to be James Rodriguez, top goal scorer. Defender of the tourney. Defender of the tourney is quite difficult, actually. I'm almost actually tempted to go Ron Vlaar with honourable mention to Martin Di Michelis, because Di Michelis was part of one of, I think he was basically part of the tightest defence in the World Cup, and for him being a suspect player at Manchester City in the weak link, Di Michelis did very well, actually. Let's go for that's not bad actually. Midfielder Pogba from Jazzy Fizzle, striker closer. Yeah, striker closer. I'll go with that. Coverage of the tournament. This is terrible. This is get degenerated. BBC / intro ITV. By the way, actually, congratulations to BBC. Alan Hansen, stellar career, mate. Stellar career. I've learned so much from you. Thank you, Alan Hansen. And also, what was it? 12.9 million viewers compared to 2.8 that ITV got. I didn't even know ITV was showing the World Cup final. I thought it was only on BBC. So it's one of them ones. But let's go to team of the tournament. Team of the tournament for me. Apart from the winners, Germany, the other side who impressed me the most, Colombia. Colombia were fantastic. Colombia, I've got to say, were fantastic, especially James Rodriguez. So Colombia get my team of the tournament. Apart with obviously joint with Germany. Gavin, the G-Man Henry has gone for team of the tournament Germany. Jesse Fizzle has gone team of the tournament Holland. And Mike Heineman has gone James Rodriguez player of the tournament. Mike, who's your team of the tournament?
Yeah, I think my team of the tournament, I'm going to have to agree and say Germany.
I hear that. Tom Wood, who are you going for? Team of the tournament?
Costa Rica.
Good shout. Very good shout. Russ Vernon, team of the tournament?
Team of the tournament for me, Liam, is going to be Germany. With my actual 11 goes with Navas in goal of Costa Rica, Lom, Lind, Silva, and Javert across the back. James Rodriguez as my captain with Toni Kroos and Angel Di Maria in the midfield 3. And then in attack for me, Thomas Muller, Lionel Messi, and Robin van Persie.
Gotta throw them T's up, by the way. Big T's just sent something that I'm gonna have to watch post-show. It looks funny already. All I can see is a mashup. Oh my god, a mashup of Godfather and Viscera's entrance video. Oh my god, I'm gonna come back to that one. Well done, Big T. Throw them T's up. Let's go. That's terrible. Let's go for who else? Sam Greenham, team of the tournament.
For me, it had to be Colombia. They played, despite they didn't have Falcao in the team because of his injury. I think James Rodriguez stepped up and he did produce up front for him, with him being top scorer of the tournament. But definitely Colombia, in my opinion.
Yeah.
They was unlucky against Argentina, and I think they could have gone further.
Yeah, no, I hear that. I mean, Colombia were fantastic. The brand of attacking football they played was just tremendous. So it's one of them. Big shout out, by the way, to Chris Rodriguez, Andres Rodriguez as well. Nicolai Berrio, big shout outs, guys. Some childhood friends there. Also a big shout out to Matthew Everett, who's a Chelsea supporter and one of my childhood friends as well. It's great to see you. Tom Wood, who you going for? Team of the tournament?
You already asked me.
No. Alright, cool.
I said Costa Rica.
There we go. That's what I thought. It's one of them was. It's that time of night. Who didn't we get the team of the tournament from? I think we got it from Jesse Fizzle and the G-Man as well. Russ gave us his team of the tournament, so did Tom, so we are all good. Alright, let's go for goal of the tournament. Goal of the tournament. Oh my god. Honorable mention. Actually, I can't split between the two. Because Mario Götze, sheerly for the importance of the goal, has to get my joint goal of the tournament with James Rodriguez against Uruguay. Rodriguez's first goal. James Rodriguez and Mario Götze's goal in the final. For sheer importance, Götze has to get a mention. And for the technique on the goal, James Rodriguez against Uruguay. Those two goals, I can't split between the two. It was just a case of wow when I saw them both. So that's what I'm going for. It's one of them ones. Tom Wood, who are you going for? Goal of the tournament?
Tim Cahill's goal.
Fair shout. Very fair shout. Russ Vernon, goal of the tournament.
For Liam, I'm going for RVP against Spain. With an honourable mention to Tim Cahill for his goal. And while we're here, I'm just like to say I did a sweepstake at the beginning of the World Cup, and I just wanted to say throw them T's up once again. Big congratulations to Big T. He got Germany, and they were the winners. In second place was me with Argentina. In third was Mike with Holland, and in fourth was Mr. Tom Wood with Brazil. So well done, guys. Thank you for all taking part.
No, I heard that. Nice one on that. But you know, let's go for Mike Harneman. Who are you going for goal of tournament?
Yes, I think for me it's got
No!
to be goal for
No!
Jermaine Jones.
Mike, no, I'm kidding. This is the way you went. Yes, I'm gonna go. I love it.
You caught me off a bit by surprise. That's why. Anyway, yeah, for me it's Jermaine Jones for USA, and I think I'm gonna miss that Brazil tune, Ross. Can you sing it again one more time?
No. Oh, it's one of them. Bring it back, sing it back. But it's oh, I love that. But you know what? It is one of them ones. Let's go to who haven't we asked yet? Sam Greenham, goal of the tournament.
Yeah, I've got to agree with Tom Wood. It was the KO goal for me. It was an absolutely amazing goal, I thought, and just proves he still has got it.
Yeah, no, I hear that. Let's go for actually. Unless I've got started. No, I haven't got anything from the guys yet. Let's go for flop of the tournament. Flop of the tournament. Jesse Fizzle has gone for England / Spain / Suarez / Blatter / Jonathan Pearce. All good shouts. Can't deny those. And the G-Man has agreed with me and gone for Spain without a doubt. Yeah. You know what? Brazil get an honourable mention, but Spain have to get flop of the tournament and get the rating of
-5 stars.
Just have to. Spain, reigning world and European champions, and went out in the group stage with 3 points, second bottom. Terrible. It's one of them ones. Tom Wood, flop of the tournament for the World Cup.
All the teams went out, and Luis Suarez.
Good shout. Good shout. All encompassing one there. Mike Harneman, who have you got? Flop of the tournament.
I think I'm going to have to agree with you and say Suarez is one, but I think Spain as well, Brazil, and there's a couple of others as well, but I don't. Well, they're in my I'm thinking about them, but I don't really know if they're great ones for flops. I'll come back to you if they are towards the end.
Tom Wood, you wanted to mention one more flop of the tournament?
Yeah, Lee Godsey for supporting Uruguay.
Libby.
And all the England haters as well.
Nah, good shouts. That's good shouts there. God, Sam Greenham, who you going for? Flop of the tournament.
It's got to be Spain, and it last champions of the World Cup, throughout in the group stage, and definitely David Beckham letting his kids wear Argentinian shirts at the final.
Yeah, especially after what happened to him in '98, perpetrated by the current Atletico Madrid manager Diego Simeone, who is Argentinian, and that pretty much, well, that match ended up going to penalties, and we know what happened in '98 there when Glenn Hoddle was manager. We know what happened. But it's one of them ones. That's classic. Mike, we're going to come back to that one. That's a good one. Ross Vernon, who are you going for flop for the tournament?
For me, Liam, I just want to say flop over the tournament. For me, it has to be Luis Suarez and England. And for me, the best TV pundits out there for me was Lineker, Hansen, Shearer, with an honourable mention to... He went on the TV, on the radio. Mike Ingham hangs up his microphone after commentating on the World Cup final yesterday. So, good luck in the future, Mike. Thanks for the amazing commentaries during the World Cup.
You know what? Let's go in. Oh, actually, Tom Wood, you got a flop of the tourney as well, yeah?
Adrian Charles.
That's cool. I would say ITV for that final coverage. It just looked cheap, like a bunch of guys outside sitting at some randomly placed tables. All that was missing was the sangria. Well done, ITV. There was 9 million people. Where was the difference between you and BBC's coverage? Hold on. That's all I can say. You know what? Yeah. Jesse Fizzle was given his goal of the tournament for James Rodriguez / Robin van Persie against Spain. Good picks, very good picks. You know what? It is one of them ones. My Kahneman, we're gonna close with your other flop of the week as well. How about it?
Yeah, it's whoever gave Messi the Player of the Tournament award. I think basically there were so many other players there which deserved it more. The likes of Rodriguez, Müller, Hummels, Neuer, just to name 4 there. To be honest with you.
You know what? That's probably why Blatter was getting booed. It's one of them was. Hey, there was the Adidas conspiracy that it's like, oh wait, hold on, Player of the Tournament. Adidas are the main sponsors. Argentina is sponsored by Adidas. Lionel Messi plays for Argentina and gets Player of the Tournament. Okay, conspiracy? No. What conspiracy? But you know what? It is one of them ones where time has ticked away. It's just ticked away. It just really has. But you know what? It is one of them ones where I gotta give you a wave. The guys had to leave a little early, so they left me alone. But you know what? I've had fun with the Skypers. I've had fun. It has been one of them. It has been another rip-roaring edition of your Monday Night Football Fix. But it is time to pause that particular track. Because once again, I'll give you a wave. Ha! The cheeky smile. Ha! Ha! But it is one of them ones. This has been our post-World Cup show. And you know what? It is time to stay. Yeah!
Brasil.
We're still live, baby!
Meu Brasil brasileiro.
We gotta end with this tune, man.
O Brasil samba que dá
The
bamboleira.
post-World Cup special.
O Brasil do meu amor, terra de nosso Senhor. Brasil, Brasil.
It's gotta be ended with, baby. Gotta love it, baby. What a World Cup it's been. The 2014 World Cup, we've loved it.
Hi, I'm John Sittenville with Gavin, Liam and Jill on Pitch Talk.
The football talk show that holds back nothing on opinions.
Hello, I'm Rob Perez, Christian 42.
Grassroots coach Manisha Taylor.
Matt Hodgson, director of the 4-year plan.
Samir Sawney, co-founder and co-director of Motivate Sports and Fitness.
And you're listening to Pitch Talk.
The only place to get your Monday night footballing fix.
The pitch is where we eat.
The pitch is where we sleep.
And the pitch is where we talk.
You never know. You won't see it coming, but I promise you'll know. It's Pitch Talk, and this has been your post-World Cup special. It is one of them ones, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages. Straight Shooting LJ, the G-Man and Jesse Fizzle proudly bring to you the football talk show that pulls no punches and holds back nothing on opinions, because the pitch is where we eat, the pitch is where we sleep, and of course the pitch is where we talk. Yeah! It's been fun. It's been a hell of a lot of fun. The World Cup, I'm already getting the withdrawal symptoms. But you know what? It's been fantastic. Facebook.com/Pitch Talk. Become a fan, become a friend, become a member of the group. Join the footballing revolution we are working so hard to create. MySpace.com/Pitch Talk. PitchTalk.blogspot.com or .co.uk to get to our blogs. Blogs by yours truly, Straight Shooting LJ, the G-Man, and Jezzy Fizzle, your Pitch Talk co-host. Also blogs by Dave Meir, aka @Mearsey on Twitter. Also blogs by Russ Vernon, Big T, aka Thomas Hewitt. We'll throw them teas up, and many, many more. Many. Also YouTube.com/Pitch Talk for all of the videos, including the Pitch Talk on the Road series and also the Pitch Talk Meet series, interview series as well. You know what? Yeah, that's what I like to see, Mike. That's what I like to see from Mr. Mike Hardiman, Storm FM owner and DJ on HFM Hemel as well. Big shout outs to Zoe Jones and the peeps there as well. Hopefully we'll get Mike Hardiman blogging again. It's one of them ones. Get back on it. Also, one of them ones. www.pitch-talk.com is the official website for your Monday Night Footballing Fix. Keep up with us. Remember, our podcasts are on iTunes, Podomatic, Mixcloud, and Spreaker as well. You know what? It is one of them ones where we got to give some shout-outs. We got to give some shout-outs. Of course, we welcome you blogging regularly. If you want to blog, pitchtalk@gmail.com. Email us. And we'd love to have you on as a blogger. But you know what? It is one of them ones where we got to give some shout outs, man. Miss Umbrian Ali, Samir Sawney of Motivate Sports and Fitness, Girls on the Ball, Sophie and Rachel, and their Rabbit Scotty as well. Pitch Talk's favorite Rabbit Scotty. You know what? Big time shout outs to a lot of people. Big time shout outs to Jamie Bailey, aka JBK. Big shout outs to Mike Hardiman. Big shout out to Dave Potter, Tom Wood, Russ Vernon in the Skype chat, Sam Greenham as well. Big shout out to Kieran Riley. Big shout out to Big T, aka @OriginalT44 on Twitter. Big shout out to @AKD Shoot. Big shout out to Judica. Big shout out to Hutch Tweeting. Big shout out to Jordan Auckland as well, all on Twitter. Big shout out to Henri _ONRE _ that is. Also a big time shout out to Boza Luizo as well. Also big shout out to Alex Amiar. I hope I've got that one right. But you know what? It is one of them. Was big shout outs to everyone who tunes in every single week. Remember, peeps, we need your help spreading the revolution. Join this football revolution and spread it around too, baby. Season it, baby. You got to be crop dusting. Oh my God. You got to crop dust this football revolution on everyone. It's one of them ones. That crop dusting does sound a bit wrong. Trust me, it is. It is wrong. It is. But it's one of them ones. Big time shout outs to everybody for joining us tonight. You know what? Remember, 07535804466 is the mobile number. Remember to call us and text us during the show, and Pitch Talk 1 add us on Skype. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, big shout out to Sue Hardiman, Mike Hardiman's mum as well. Big shout out to Tara, who was listening earlier as well. You know what? Big shout out to a friend of mine, Lavinia, as well. You get the last shout out of the show. I am Straight Shooting LJA, and I have to say, thank you very much, people. Good night.